Twitch. There you are.
No.
Maybe she'll pop up and stream. That'd be pretty
That
cool.
would be cool. People would like that. She's a very popular celebrity cat.
Yeah.
So I take it I should go around this side. The hard to access side.
Yeah, sorry. You right?
We'll find out.
Okay. I think we'd... Have you got your phone? Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay, let's get you in frame.
Oh, looks like Nim might join us.
Okay.
So at the moment it looks pretty squared on you.
Yeah, I know. We'll just get it right. There we go.
That's not too bad.
Okay.
No.
Oh, can you... Oh, Nim wants to come in.
Nim, do you want to come in? That means you're going to do the side up, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get started. Oh boy. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think we're ready. I'm just gonna check that it's looking. Check that it's looking good on the stream. Oh yeah, there we go.
Hey, there's us.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay.
Kia ora, internet.
Hello. I have to check on my phone because this is an old like Java game. We can't like be on the stream thing at the same. Anyway, technical stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, James, what are we playing?
So it is International Gamebook Day.
Nice.
Yay! The first International Gamebook Day. And as I've said repeatedly, game books have been really important for me as a role player. They're how I got into role playing. And the most famous series are Fighting Fantasy and Lone Wolf. But the third most important series is slightly more unusual ones. While you could say that Fighting Fantasy is like the action movie of game books.
Right.
Actually, I was thinking about it in terms of computer games. If Fighting Fantasy was a computer game, it would be your sort of action game. It would be your, Ghost of Tsushima, be your, fighting game. If Lone Wolf was a computer game, it would be your BioWare game.
Oh yeah.
But this would be your Elder Scrolls.
Sweet.
So Dave Morris and Jamie Thompson, their thing was basically pushing the boundaries of what you could do with game books, being a little bit more innovative.
I like that.
And so they released a series called Bloodsword, which I can see just over on the bookshelves over there, which were multiplayer game books.
You've never shown me those ones before.
I haven't. They're cool. They're multiplayer game books. So
cool.
You can play them as anything from 1 to 4 players. And yeah.
Sweet.
They did Dragon Warriors, which was a complete Dungeons and Dragons style role-playing game in 6 little paperback books published like they were game books. They did Way of the Tiger, which is a martial arts themed game book series where instead of just rolling for combat, you've got to choose which move you're going to do. And they did Fabled Lands, which is the most ambitious one of them all.
I like that. I would love to publish a game book sometime.
I would love to do that.
We could do it like a magazine format, like.
It's been an ambition of mine since I was a little kid.
Well, darling,
in primary school is how I got into everything. Anyway, Fabled Lands I never found when I was a kid. I found these in the secondhand bookshop years later. And so the idea of this is that rather than having a plot, you have a huge open world. Each book corresponds to one country. And then when you get to the edge of the country, it will tell you to go to a page reference in an entirely different book. I'm so
ready for this. Okay, James, should I start with book 1? Because it's my first time ever playing.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, I've played through this before. There's a program which you can download that's got the first 6 books. There were supposed to be 12, but only 6 of them got published. Recently, number 7 got published as well, but that's not part of this program. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with book 1, The War-Torn Kingdom. Okay. And we're going to see how we go.
Are you going to read it out for
me?
Of
course.
Okay, cool.
And this series was quite difficult.
Well, they've got a hardcore option, but...
No, we're not doing the hardcore option.
No, okay.
So if we wind up dying, depending on the time, we'll start again, but at a higher book. So each book is also, apart from being a different country, is also a different character level. So book 1, you've got a level 1 character. Book 2, you've got a level 2 character. And so the idea is that you should start in book 1 and then level up and go to all the other books. But there was always a cheaty option, which was that you start in like book 5 and then immediately run down into the low-level zones where everything's kind of easy mode.
Well, if we have to, we'll do that.
So if we die fast, we'll do that.
Okay.
But in the meantime, The War-Torn Kingdom.
New game.
Woohoo!
All right.
So, to begin your adventure, you will need to choose a profession. So, the system for this is very much like Dungeons & Dragons, or like a really stripped-down version. There are 6 statistics that govern your character, and there are 6 character classes, each of whom is strong in a particular profession. So you've got the Wayfarer, the Warrior, the Mage, the Rogue, the Priest, and the Troubadour. And they also all have different subplots that you can find that are only accessible for certain classes. So I know that one of these classes, if you pick that, you get special things right away that you don't get with any of the other ones.
My instinct is to choose Liana the Wayfarer.
Is it now?
Yeah, because it's at the top of the list, and I'm going on a journey.
Sure.
So I'm going to be Liana.
So the Wayfarer is like your ranger druid type.
Cool. All right.
So it's done. You've got a default character, or you can customize it. So why don't we customize it?
Okay.
Let's just give yourself a different name.
Oh, no.
Oh, you want to be Liana. All right, we'll be Liana.
But I'm female. I'll be female.
Yep. I see we don't have the picture here. So in the book, I only have 2 of the books because, like I said, secondhand. Very cool. They're much bigger than normal game books. They've got these fold-out covers. We have a picture here of Liana, so that's what you look like.
I need to show everyone.
I'll show them next.
She is.
That's her there.
All right. So how do I customize this?
So to start off with,
change your score.
You don't.
I don't. Okay,
no,
that's
your
fine.
stats are fixed. So
cool. I'm fine with that.
As a Wayfarer,
scouting is my.
The other thing that's cute in here is the bios for the 2 authors are done in the formats of 2 characters as well.
I was going to say, Dave Morris sounded like not a fantasy name to me.
Yeah, Dave Morris, level 10 author.
That's cute. Yeah. Okay, shall I begin?
And we also have, here is the map.
Well, we're going to see the map on screen, don't worry. We're definitely get that map on screen.
Yeah.
I've had a little test play and it comes up.
Oh, great.
Okay,
It's been a long time since I've done this.
Yeah. Do you want to read it or should I?
Oh, I think we can alternate.
Okay.
This is you. Why don't you read it?
Liana the Swift. Liana prefers to make her home in mountain grottos and woodland groves rather than in the squalid streets of cities. She has the agility of a gazelle, the cunning of a fox, and the ferocity of an eagle. She has heard of a city of trees deep within the forest of the Isle of Druids.
Ooh.
I want to go there. You can play as Liana or as a wayfarer with a different name. To begin your adventure, turn to 1.
Ooh! Excited.
See?
Hey, there's our map. Cool.
So this is the first country, is it?
Yeah, so this is Sokara, and it's kind of like a slightly more medieval version of the English Civil War.
Right, okay.
Thus the war-torn country. The approach of dawn has turned the sky a milky grey-green like jade. The sea is a luminous pane of silver. Holding the tiller of your sailing boat, you keep your gaze fixed on the glittering constellation known as the Spider. It marks the north, and by keeping it to port, you know you are still on course. The sun appears in a trembling burst of red fire at the rim of the world. Slowly, the chill of night gives way to brazen warmth. You lick your parched lips. There is a little water sloshing in the bottom of the barrel by your feet, but not enough to see you through another day. Sealed in a scroll case tucked into your jerkin is the parchment map your grandfather gave you on his deathbed. You remember his stirring tales of far sea voyages, of kingdoms beyond the western horizon, of sorcerous islands and ruined palaces filled with the treasure. As a child, you dreamed of nothing else, but the magical quests that were in store if you too became an adventurer. You never expected to die in an open boat before your adventures even began. I think no matter which book you start in, you wind up being adrift in a boat.
Oh, okay.
This is just the standard.
Oh, that is so Elder Scrolls. You always start in prison.
Yeah. I'd have to check that, though. That's.
Yeah. I wonder if there was any, relationship there. Were the people from Elder Scrolls
there's definitely
inspired
some,
by this?
Back and forth inspiration that goes on between these things. Anyway, securing the tiller, you unroll the map and study it again. You hardly need to. Every detail is etched into your memory by now. According to your reckoning, you should have reached the east coast of Hakuna, the great northern continent, days ago. A pasty grey blob splatters onto the map. After a moment of stunned surprise, you look up and curse the seagull circling directly overhead. Then it strikes you. Where there's a seagull, there may be land. That sounds like a proverb, like a rejected proverb.
Actually, it reminds me of The Simpsons. There's an episode of The Simpsons where is it Homer? He's stranded in a boat and he's like, a seagull! We're near land! They only go out to the sea to die!
You leap to your feet and scan the horizon. Sure enough, a line of white cliffs lie a league to the north. Have you been sailing along the coast all this time without realizing the mainland was so close? Steering towards the cliffs, you feel the boat judder against rough waves.
Is that my boat there on the map? Is that my boat there on the map?
I don't think any of the boats is your boat in particular, though it could be that one it could be that one there.
Okay.
So where were we? Steering towards the cliffs, you feel the boat judder against rough waves. A howling wind whips plumes of spindrift across the sea. Breakers pound the high cliffs. The tiller is yanked out of your hands. The little boat is spun around out of control and goes plunging in towards the coast. You leap clear at the last second. There is a snap of timber, the roaring crescendo of the waves, and then silence as you go under. Striking out wildly, you try to swim clear of the razor-sharp rocks. For a while, the undertow threatens to drag you down, but suddenly a wave catches you and flings you contemptuously up onto the beach. Battered and bedraggled, you lie gasping for breath, until you hear someone walking along the shore towards you. Wary of danger, you lose no time in getting to your feet. Confronting you is an old man clad in a dirty loincloth. His eyes have a feverish, bright look that is suggestive of either a mystic or a madman. Now turn to 20, or click to 20.
Okay. Well, what have we here, friends?
Asks the old man. He seems to be talking to someone next to him.
We were taking turns.
Oh, okay, so you can continue.
Seems to be talking to someone next to him, although you are certain he is alone. Looks like a washed-up adventurer to me, he says in answer to his own question. All wet and out of luck. He carries on having a conversation that quickly turns into a heated debate. He's clearly quite mad. Excuse me, Excuse me, you shout out above the hubbub in an attempt to grab the old man's attention. He stops and stares at you. Is this the Isle of Druids?
Yeah.
You ask impatiently. Indeed it is, says the old man. I see that you are from a far land, so it is up to me to welcome you to Hakuna. But I think you may have much to do here, as it is written in the stars that someone like you would come.
Not necessarily us, it's someone like us.
Sure. It's typical. Your destiny awaits you. Follow me, young adventurer. The old man turns smartly about and begins walking up a path towards some hills. You can just see some sort of monolithic stone structure atop one of them. Come on, I'll show you the gates of the world, the old man babbles.
And we've got our first choice. Do we want to follow the crazy old man showing us the gates of the world? Do we want to explore the coast or head into the nearby forest?
I think I'll follow him.
Okay.
I feel like it would be dickish not to.
Sure. Yeah.
But then again, it might also be like, and then I get eaten.
Not yet. Not yet. Not on this island.
Okay.
During your short trip upward, the old man regales you with tales of your destiny and fate, continuously arguing with himself as he does so. You reach a hill covered with a circle of large obsidian standing stones. Despite the bitter wind that blows across these hills, the stones are unweathered and seem almost newly lain. Here are the gates of the world, says the mad old man. The stones are laid in such a way that they form 3 archways, each carven with mystic symbols and runes of power. Each gate will take you to a part of the world of Hakuna, though I know not where, explains the old man. Abruptly, he turns around and sets off down the hill, babbling to himself. His voice fades as he descends the hill, leaving you alone with the brooding stones and the howling wind. Turn to 65.
There are 3 stone gates engraved with ancient runes. Each gate is marked with a name: Yellowport, Marlock City, and Wishport. From here you can see the coast and the whole island, which is heavily forested. Ooh, okay, so I can explore the coastline, head into the forest, step through the Yellowport Arch, step through the Marlock City Arch, step through the Wishport City Arch, and Nim is right behind the camera.
Yeah, our cat is
staring
just
into
popping her
our
head
eyes
up.
right now.
Just behind
I
the
wish
screen.
we could somehow show you.
Oh, no.
You're adorable, Nim. So
I feel like we shouldn't leave this island.
That's
yet.
what I was just about to
Especially
say.
because
the forest. I feel like I need to head into the forest in the middle of the Isle of Druids. That's my
That's your thing, right? That's
my
your starting
personal
quest.
Okay, go.
Yes, the trees are closely packed, leaning together as if in conference, whispering quietly among themselves. Birds twitter in the distance, and slivers of sunlight lance down through the musty gloom. As you proceed along a forest track, you think you hear a rustling in the bushes. Later, you spot a shadowy figure darting through the trees. Or was it your imagination? An animal snuffling sound right behind you makes you spin round, but there is nothing there.
Dun, dun, dun.
So now we've got to make our first scouting roll. So the way in which all skill checks work in this is that you roll 2 6-sided dice, and you add your statistic. And if you get higher than the number, the difficulty number, then you succeed. And if you get equal or lower, then you don't succeed. Scouting is our thing, so we're pretty good at this. And also, we don't actually need to roll the dice because the program will do it for us. We just click there.
And it will roll right there.
15! Hey! This is kind of our thing, so.
Okay, 6:30. You struggle deeper into the forest until you come to a thick wall of impenetrable thorn bushes. Circling it, you find there is a break in the hedge, but it is filled by a large tree. To your surprise, a face forms in the trunk and speaks in a woody voice. None can pass. Be gone, human. If you have the code word apple, I do not.
So the code words tend to track things that have happened.
Oh,
so, like, if a particular thing had happened already, then maybe the tree would be like, oh, it's you.
Well, because I know that I now need this code word apple, I'm not gonna...
Some are good and some are bad.
Oh.
So it could be that the tree goes, it's you burnt down the forest the last time you were here, you're a monster. Or it could go, oh, it's you're our friend, come on in. You don't know what it means.
Okay, are you saying I should try and persuade it to let me pass?
I don't know. But,
I'll try that, because I can always leave after that.
We can leave, attack, or persuade it, and I don't feel like attacking a tree is really what Liana the Wanderer should be doing.
No, I'll talk to it first, but then if that doesn't get
Yeah.
anywhere, I'll leave.
You explained what a tree lover you are. I love tree. I just like tree. Yes, so good.
I have a friend who loves trees.
Yeah. And that
In
your
that
heart and that your heart has always been at home in forests. You portray yourself as the greenest adventurer ever. Not like inexperienced.
I was going to say I'm pretty
like
inexperienced.
the greenest adventurer ever, but like in a good way. So we make a charisma roll and we get to add 3 if we're a wayfarer, we are, and another 1 if you're an initiative Lacuna,
right.
who I think is the god of trees.
Well, here's the moment of truth.
Way!
I am so charismatic.
Okay.
Hey,
get the code word apple. So you've got to click on
that.
Add that sheet.
Well, I suppose I could let one such as you through, says the tree thoughtfully. Then it uproots itself with a great tearing sound and shuffles out of the way. There you go, says the tree. You may pass. You walk through the thornbush gate. Beyond, you find several huge oak trees whose branches are so big that they are able to support the homes of many people.
Nice. You found the city of the druids.
Yes.
It's like everything that you wanted, isn't it?
I didn't expect it to be a shop.
Welcome to the city of the trees, says a passing woman dressed in the garb of a druid.
Woohoo!
The city has been built amid the branches of several mighty oaks. Ladders run up and down the trees to houses that perch like nests in the branches. You are not allowed to enter any houses, but the druids allow you to barter at the market. Because that's so druid.
Yeah.
Do we have our character sheet around here somewhere?
I was just going to say, I'll pop that up for the time so we can just have a look. Okay, so I am wearing a leather jacket and I've got a spear.
Yeah. So you could sell it, but that seems like a really bad idea right now. And you could sell your weapon, but that also seems like a really bad idea.
Okay, so I can't actually afford to buy anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you can see here, all the equipment does, it just adds bonuses to your stats.
It says here, there's something that happens only if you're a wayfarer.
Yes.
Okay. If there is a tick in the box, turn to 2. Nope, there is not. Put a tick in there now and read on. You are brought before the druid's leader, the oak druid, a bearded fellow with earth and leaves all tangled up in his hair. He asks you to perform a service for them.
Ooh.
Take this oak staff to the willow druid in the forest of Larun. The sacred grove where he lives will be hard to find, but I'm sure you can do it. I mean, I've already completed like my first quest by getting here.
Yeah,
so
now you've got your next quest, right?
I'm sure I can do it. I'm
so excited for this.
The willow druid will give you something to bring back to me. When you return with it, I will make you a better wayfarer.
Ooh, that probably means level up.
Yes. Okay, note the oak staff on your adventure sheet. Cool, so I click that and it enters my sheet. You leave the city of trees, turn to 6, 7, 8.
Cool.
All right. I do not have the code. Oh, you're reading that.
Yeah. We do not have the code word aspen. So
read on.
The journey through the trees proves as difficult as when you first ventured into the old forest.
Oh.
Make a scouting roll at difficulty 10.
Yay!
Yay! Scouting is our thing. We do have scouting 6.
Yeah, okay, so it's hard to fail for us.
Yeah. The scent of the sea proves strongest in one direction. Oh, no, this is your
That's all right,
thing,
you keep going.
They're very short. Following your nose, you eventually break free of the trees and find yourself on the coast. Turn to 128. Now, where's that?
I was going to say, hang on, let me do it.
Yeah, okay.
I want people to get lost in the eternal labyrinth of the camera looking at the camera, looking at the camera, looking at the camera.
Huh.
So I'm trying to hide the streaming software. So, there it is, right there, Forest of Larun. Okay, so I need to go from here to there. Which is important because I can teleport to... There's Yellowport. What were the other ones?
Marlock City is there.
That one, okay, that's pretty close.
And I think the other one is in a different book.
Okay. So not one of those. Okay, cool.
So now...
I might have a look at the coastline of this.
I already know where you should go once you're done here, though.
Okay,
there's a sort of like, you don't want the, like... This is like the tutorial of, like, if you go here, this is the easy way to sort of knock off a quest and get some money and get yourself set up.
Okay.
So I can tell you that if you want, or you can just decide for yourself. Well, for now you're on the coastline.
I'm gonna look around first. You make your way around the coast. The interior of the island appears to be heavily forested. After a while, however, you come to a bay in which a couple of ships are anchored. A small settlement nestles on the beach, and you make your way towards it. Cool.
Gain the code word Aspen if you do not already have it.
Wait, why did I need that before? Oh, I suppose
Presumably,
if you know
where the
then,
village is, you can just go straight there.
That's fine.
The trading post is a small village, set up here by enterprising settlers from the mainland. Its main exports appear to be furs from the forest. The mayor, a fat, genial fellow, who greets you personally, insists that one day the trading post will be a thriving town. There's not a lot here yet, however. A small market, a quay, the settlers' houses, and a shrine to Lakuna the Huntress, goddess of nature. Hey, we could have become an initiative of Lakuna already if we wanted. And so now we've got a bunch of things that we could do. We could go inland or climb the hill that overlooks the town. So we already know that on the hill overlooking the town is the archways. And that if we go inland, we'll go back to the city of the druids. So we have 4 actual choices. We could visit the shrine to Lakuna and try to become an initiate to the goddess. We could visit the market, though we've got no money. But we could find something. We could visit the quayside if we wanted to get a boat. Or we could visit the Green Man Inn.
Okay.
I feel like we should go to either the shrine or the inn.
I want to go to the shrine first.
Cool, let's go to the shrine first.
The shrine is set in a wooded grove. Bitter. I merged birds and Twitter. Birds twitter in the trees, and a deer darts away into the forest as you approach. A priestess is tending a low altar where food and drink has been laid out in honor of Lakuna, the goddess of the wilderness. She is the patron of hunters, trappers, woodsmen, and all those who seek oneness with nature.
So we could become an initiate, we could renounce the worship of Lakuna, seek a blessing, talk to the priestess, or leave the temple.
Let's just become the follower of the first god we see.
Yes.
Becoming an initiate of Lakuna gives you the benefit of paying less for blessings than other services in the temple.
It costs 30 shards to become an initiate. You cannot do that if you're already an initiate of another temple. We cannot become an initiate. Lakuna is not interested in us. The god of nature thinks we're too poor.
Amazing.
Well, all right, we're finished here.
All right.
Why don't we
talk to the priestess?
Talk to the priestess.
Okay. I do not have the code word animal. The priestess, dressed in silken robes and wearing a wreath of oak leaves, says, I have needed an adventurer like you. For arcane reasons involving the secret mysteries of Lakuna, I need the tusk of a boar. A were-boar, in fact. I believe they can be found in the forest of the Forsaken in northern Golnir. Hunt down a were-boar and bring me a boar's tusk. In return, I will teach you how to be a better scout. If you accept the mission, require the code word animal.
It's a bit rude, though, right? Like, this guy's just like, I have achieved one with pigs, and then suddenly we come and kill him and take his tusk because some priestess wants to smoke it.
Okay.
So Golnir is the next kingdom along.
I had a feeling it would be a kingdom. Okay.
Yeah.
So that'll be a much later thing. All right, I leave the temple.
Yep, I think we're done here.
I've gained Aspen. Yeah. Okay.
I think we should go to the
Then, I was just about to say, wait, what's the quayside?
We could get a boat.
I don't need a boat. I got freaking teleportation.
I know, right?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Well, okay. The Green Man Inn costs you 1 shard a day. Each day you spend here, you can recover 1 stamina point if injured, up to the limit of your normal unwounded stamina score. When you're ready, turn to 195. Now we're good.
I'm good. All right. I'll just pop into the quayside. I can actually buy and sell. I can be a merchant here.
Yeah, if you want to, you can just not be an adventurer, get some money for a startup, buy a ship, and just take goods up and down the coast on your ship and make your fortune.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah. 15 gold to take a boat, or we could just go back up to the hill.
Back up to the hill.
Let's go to the market just in case there's something there before.
Okay.
No,
can't afford anything.
Yeah. Oh, another thing, if you're playing the sort of merchant game, is to keep track of how much things buy and sell for in different places, because it changes.
Like in Sid Meier's Pirates.
Yeah. So you want to buy, this place is where all the furs come from, so you want to buy the furs here, but then you want to find the place that wants the furs, which is probably up north, and I'm guessing, and then you want to sell them there. And I never really got too much into the economic side of this.
Doop-a-doo.
I think we're going to
climb the hill.
Let's go back to the hill.
Yeah, we've been here before.
You've been here before.
Okay. So, Yellowport is there and Marlock is there.
Yeah.
And Wishport doesn't appear to be on this map.
I'll see if I can see it on the world map.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's Golnir.
Wishport is somewhere.
Wishport, you're my Wishport.
I would have thought it would be, a port.
Yeah.
Okay, and Wishport doesn't exist, and we have no idea where it is.
I almost feel like going there just because I can't see it.
No, it'll be somewhere higher level than you want to go to start off with. If it's not on, this kingdom's map, we do not want to go there just yet.
Okay. All right. So you are telling me that you want to give me a clue.
Well, one of these is basically the correct answer. And if you go there, then you can pick up a quest there and you can knock that one off pretty easily. And it gives you some nice rewards and you're sort of set.
I want to say it's Yellowport because Yellowport is on page 8.
See, I would have thought...
doesn't necessarily
I would have thought you'd say it's Yellowport because it's the first one listed, so it's the one you're most likely to go to.
First one listed and it's page 8.
Yeah, Yellowport's the one you should go to.
Okay, got it. Beginner's zone, here we go.
Cool. Who are we up to for reading?
I'll do it. Cool. You step through the archway. Immediately the symbols on the stone begin to glow with red-hot energy. Your hair stands on end and your body tingles. A crackling nimbus of blue-white force engulfs you. The sky...
A crackling nimbus. Our cat.
The sky darkens and thunder and lightning crash and leap across the heavens. Suddenly your vision fades and everything goes black. When your sight returns, you find yourself at the gates of a large city set on an ochre-coloured river. Ooh. A vile stink of brimstone permeates the air. Ooh. You wrinkle your face up in disgust and gag involuntarily. Welcome to Yellowport, says a passing merchant.
I think this is where they get their sulphur from.
Whoa!
Okay, so cities are considerably more involved than the stuff we've been to so far. So, if you've just arrived in Yellowport,
Tick the
first empty box here. The boxes are a record of the number of times you visit the city. So this is how they can have time pass and they can have events happen at locations. And it can change around what's going on there.
Magic.
Yeah. So if on our 4th visit, something will happen. But if it's more than 4 or fewer than 4 times, then this is what we read. Okay. So Yellowport is the 2nd largest city in Sokara. It is mainly a trading town and is known for its exotic goods from distant Ancon Konu, way to the south. Which is, I believe, the southern continent, which is where you can go in Book 7. I have no idea about it. It's kind of Indian themed, I think.
Okay.
That doesn't sound right with a name like Ancon Konu. Anyway, the Stinking River brings rich deposits.
That's its name?
The Stinking River.
It's got a capital S. That's gross.
Yep, the Stinking River brings rich deposits of sulfur from the Lake of the Sea Dragon down to the town, where it is extracted and stored in a large waterfront warehouses run by the Merchants Guild. From here, the mineral is exported all over Hakuna. Unfortunately, all that sulfur has its drawbacks. The stink is abominable, and much of the city has a yellowish hue. The river is so full of sulfur that it is virtually useless as a source of food or of drinking water. However, the demand for sulfur, particularly from the sorceress guilds, is great. Politically, much has changed in the past few years. The old and corrupt king of Sokara, Coron VII, has been deposed and executed in a military coup. General Grieve Marlock and the army now control Sokara. The old council of Yellowport has been indefinitely dissolved, and a provost marshal, Marlock, the general's brother, appointed as military governor of the town. So the main plot of this book
I was gonna say
is which side in the Civil War do we want to join. Anyway, you can buy a townhouse in Yellowport for 200 shards. Owning a house gives you a place to rest and to store equipment. To leave by sea, go to the harbour master. Otherwise, choose from all the options.
All right. Okay.
And there are a lot of options.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. Oh, wow. An illustration.
And there's an illustration of people with their faces covered against the sulphur.
Cool. Alrighty.
Lovely looking place, isn't it?
Okay.
So we could seek an audience with the Provost Marshal.
Mm-hmm.
As an outsider, I feel like it's a bit
I
unlikely.
was going to say, why would
We
I
could
do
visit
that?
the market, but we're still broke. We could visit the Harbour Master. We could go to the Merchants Guild. We could explore the city by day or by night. We could visit the Gold Dust Tavern. We could visit the Temple of Maka, Alnir, Alvir, and Valmir, Turnai. Or we could leave the city, either going northeast towards Venefax by the road,
Yeah.
northwest to Trefoil by the road, follow the Stinking River north, or strike out northwest across country. Well, I feel like we should do some stuff in town before we leave.
Okay.
And I feel like our choices really are explore the city by day or by night, or go to the tavern.
I'm going to go by day.
That makes sense.
You can explore the Porkwater, the harbour area, or the area around the palace. I'm going
Lots to explore.
Try the Porkwater first.
Because it's the first one.
Yeah. I do not have the code word Azure. If not, read on.
A mad beggar covered in sores and grimes. It costs you grimes? In grimes. It costs you in the street. Oh, noble one! Aid me for the love of the gods! He rants, frothing at the mouth, and gesticulating wildly.
He sounds like our child.
I need coins to eat, food to spend, and blessings to wear! We can ignore him and return to city centre, give him 5 shards, or bless him. So presumably if we were very religious, we might be able to cure his madness.
Right. For now, I'll just give him money, even though I am poor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cross off 5 shards. Mad beggar takes the money and swallows the lot in one gulp. Oh god, he did actually mean that. A gourmet meal, he babbles. If you want to bless him, I'll try blessing him.
I mean, hey, we could always roll a 12.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're making a sanctity roll.
Yeah, if we're very... close.
You mumble a prayer to the gods, but you're not sure if you got the ritual right. The beggar thanks you and babbles, yes, a new doublet for an old beggar. I shall wear it with pride.
Oh.
He wanders off, stopping passers-by to show off what he thinks are his new clothes. Poor old fool. We return to the city centre. Let's go again! Bam!
Alright, yeah, let's go to the harbour area this time. While taking a stroll through the busy harbour area, you overhear a conversation between 2 merchants and learn the most profitable trading routes between Sokara and Gulnir to the west. Record the code word Almanac.
Bam.
Turn to 10 and choose again. That was not very eventful, but still.
I don't know, maybe that'll come in useful later. Okay, finally let's go to the area around the palace. Oh god.
Well, this is you, I think.
A patrol of militiamen, mercenaries in the pay of the dictator, General Grieve Marlock, stop you in the street. I do not have the code word. I am not a protector of Sokara. Otherwise they decide you will be arrested unless you know. I don't have that.
Because you just gave money to the beggar.
My charity has come to bite me in the butt.
So I feel like we've decided which side we're on already, right?
Yep.
Or at least which side we're not on.
Refusing to pay your taxes, eh? Says the leader. That's a crime for sure.
They close in around you. You'll have to think fast. Make a charisma roll. Charisma's our worst stat. Our charisma, I think, is 2. So you'd have to roll a 10 plus. Oh! You try to prove your loyalty to the new regime, but they don't believe a word of it. They beat you into unconsciousness and leave you lying in the gutter. They rob you of all the money you had, but leave your possessions untouched. You come around with only 3 stamina points. Turn back to 10. So, that sucks.
Ow!
So we are now half dead and broke.
Ow! Time to go bumbling around the city at night.
All we have to do is trip over in the dark 3 times and we're starting a new character.
Okay, you set out to explore the city of Yellowport at night, unwholesome though it is, like my language. Though it is with its reeking air and dusty ochre streets. Head for the rough part of town.
I think we've had enough roughness for now, but yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm going to get killed.
Oh, we're so dead.
While making your way through the back streets of the poor quarter, you are set upon by a knife-wielding thug who is intent to relieve you of your purse. Good luck, dude. There's nothing there.
So, we could...
I could try a charisma roll.
You know what? I think we should just fight him.
But I don't want to kill a guy.
Okay, let's try talking.
I mean, otherwise I must fight him. So.
Yeah, otherwise you must fight him. Oh, success.
Or I could still fight him.
No. Let's just...
Okay.
10 to 10.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's try the wealthy area.
I feel like we're going to run into guards here. Oh, a pale woman in black leather brushes past you in the streets, casting you an enigmatic look. Make a thievery roll at a difficulty of 10. Nope.
Musing to yourself about the strange woman, you pause at the end of the alleyway to buy roast chestnuts. No, I don't. As you watch her striding off into the evening smog enveloping the city. That'll be a shard, grants the chestnut vendor. I reach for my money pouch, which I know is empty, and then my hands apparently fumble in panic because my pouch, which was empty, is gone. After a moment, the truth dawns on you. You stare grimly in the direction of the black-garbed woman went, but there is no sign of it now. I'll have them chestnuts back then, growls the vendor when he sees you can't pay. Lose all the money you were carrying.
I think we just tried to do a con on the vendor of like, oh, that woman just took my money and you should have pity on me. Didn't work.
Alright. Merchant storehouses.
Sure. You hear a muffled cry of distress from a dark alley. Should we investigate or walk on? Shall we do nothing interesting or do something interesting?
I'm just personally interested in what is this?
I have no idea.
If there was a tick in the box. No. Put a tick in there now. You find a huddled, moaning figure on the ground. As you approach, a net is thrown over you from behind. Glimpse of face painted with white bone dust and big red circles around the eyes. Just before a terrific blow on the back of your head slams you into unconsciousness. Turn to 508.
You come round inside a disused warehouse, enmeshed in the net. You've been stripped of all your possessions. They're in a tidy pile nearby. Several men surround you. They're dressed in furs and robes that are adorned with hundreds of multicolored feathers. Each man wears a necklace of animal skulls and his teeth sharpened to needle-like points. Hello, the leader says reasonably. We are the unspeakable ones. It is our way to eat people in the sacrifice of our god.
No! I literally said this!
He points to a squat wooden idol of a grossly fat half-man, half-ape with ivory needles for teeth. You notice the name Badagor the Unspoken inscribed on a plaque at the base of the idol. Badagar the Unspoken? Who's he, you ask? Do not speak his name! Shouts the cannibal. Or you will be forever cursed! You notice a large cauldron of boiling water into which another cultist is tossing herbs and garlic. He stares at you and licks his lips. I
know what I'm doing. You learn from their conversations that they are from the jungles of distant Ancon Konu, the feathered lands, and that they have come here to find new sacrifices for their god and new members for their cult. Their chef pronounces the cauldron is ready, and they remove the net that holds you. So,
fight, join the cult, or keep shouting the unspeakable name.
The most me option is the shouting the name repeatedly. I think I have to.
I feel like we can't win a fight.
I know.
And I don't feel like we've got anything to offer to join the cult.
I don't want to join a
And I don't want to join a cannibal cult anyway.
You yell the name of their god again and again. The cultists clap their hands over their ears, hopping about in horror. Ah! Growls the leader. Stop your blaspheming, you heathen devil!
This sounds suspiciously like the Knights of Knee.
In their confusion, you make it to your equipment. Hey, now you can fight your way out. Make a combat roll.
If we succeed, we can 13. Escape, but we die.
Oh no, but we die. We actually
die regardless.
Oh, wop wop.
0 out of 9.
0 out of 9. We're dead. Okay, so we're gonna start again.
So that was short and really, really uneventful.
Poor Liana.
Liana washed up on the island of Druids and then came to her first city ever where she died horribly.
So do we do book 2 next, or do we start at book 5, as I've heard is the
the done thing is you start in book 5 and then you go east immediately down to the level 2 area.
So should I do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Poor Liana.
All right. Ooh.
Oh, we've got new options.
New people. Okay.
So we've got Nakia the warrior, Jedhak the mage. That sounds very John Carter.
Sorry, the priest's name is Anathema.
Anathema the priest, Domicellus the troubadour, Melmoth the wayfarer, like Melmoth the wanderer, I guess, or Shin the rogue.
I'm Anathema the priest.
Let's go find that holy man and cure him.
Anathema hex. I'm female. Cool. I was gonna be. All right. Damn, I got a mace. Whoop whoop.
Oh, look at your armor.
65 shards. What up?
Look at your stamina.
I'm a priest without a god. I am a godless priest.
Generally priesty, yeah. It's just generally priesty.
I'm totes into this. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So even as a child, you were fascinated by the old tales of the Utakan, how they swept north across the violet ocean, expelling the High King from his throne and laying waste to his country in the name of their faith. There's a race to admire. Okay, so apparently we're the imperialist priest.
Okay.
Your burning desire is to visit Aku and study the methods of the Soul Watch.
Ooh, can I see the world map, please?
Or alternatively, our burning desire is to go to Yellowport, where we can actually succeed at our roles this time around. So you want what?
I want to find Aku.
City of the Faceless King on the coast.
And it's in
book 5.
Book 5.
Because we're a book 5 character, so we've got a book 5 quest.
Oh, okay, so that's going to happen much later.
Yeah.
Because I need to go back to.
Yeah, but we're actually going to go back to the level 1 zones.
Cool.
We're at with our high stats. Yeah, look, we're as good a scout as we were before, and everything else is better.
Except for thievery.
That's okay.
All right. Turn to 1. Ooh, hello, Matt.
Hey, it's true.
What's true?
Do you want to start reading it?
Oh! You are alone in an open boat waiting for death. How your life has changed since that day when you set out from your homeland across the Cragjiff Sea. You had signed on board a ship with the hope of visiting 12 ports and seeing 1,000 wonders. But calamity overtook your voyage in the first week, when pirates swooped down upon the vessel. You and a handful of shipmates managed to get the cutter down into the water and were making off, but some of the pirates leapt down from the rail right into your midst. Fighting was hard. You remember little of it now, but when it was over, the boat was awash with blood, and you were the only one left alive. Of your own ship and the pirates' craft there was no sign. The current had carried you out of sight of any living thing. Best not to think how you've survived since then. At the mercy of the wind and sea currents, you have been swept steadily westwards into regions completely unknown to you. Drinking water has been your biggest problem. You've had to rely on rain, and there has been none for days. Your body is weak, your spirits low. Then, just as death seems ready to draw his boat alongside, you see something that kindles a new hope. White clouds, birds turning high above, the grey hump of land on the horizon. You feel the cutter lurch as it enters rough water. The wind whips up plumes of spindrift and breakers pound the cliffs. The tiller is yanked out of your hands. The little boat is spun around, out of control, and goes plunging towards the coast. You leap clear at the last second. There is a snap of timber, the roaring crescendo of the waves, and then silence as you go under. Striking out wildly, you try to swim clear. Then suddenly a wave catches you and flings you contemptuously up onto the beach. You are battered.
Very similar to last time.
You are battered, draggled, but alive. I feel like this one's way more melodramatic.
With the pirates.
Yeah. We're going right to the end of the book for this one. You are travelling in Old Harkoona, just west of the River Reese Delta. A castle stands on a low hill close by. So we immediately go
Well, the
left,
first question is,
east, right?
Where is the River Reese? Is it that one on the east-hand side of the map?
Yes it is. It says right there.
Ah, right, so by the Castle of Rodan.
We go east.
So I think we go east immediately.
Whoop, whoop. Bam. You are close to the banks of the River Reese, the border between Golnir and Old Hakuna. On the other side of the river, you can see the flag-topped walls of Castle Ravane, some way away.
So we can follow the river north, cross the river to the castle, go west into the countryside, or northwest into the Singing Forest. I think we go to the castle.
Because that's crossing into a different
and
book.
that crosses us into the second book.
Perfect.
And then we can just start exploring from here.
Hey, we're in Golnir now.
So Golnir is like merry old England.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Lots of fairies, dragons, knights, Robin Hoods, that sort of thing. Yeah. The Merchant Kingdom of Golnir. The white turrets of Castle Ravane rise above the treetops.
It's so pretty.
From the topmost tower flutters the Black Lion banner of the Ravane clan. This is the stronghold of Vanna, Baroness of Ravane.
I'm going
and
with
we
that
are
castle.
inexplicably high-leveled.
Yep.
So maybe she'll listen to us.
We am 4th rank. Whoop, whoop.
Ooh. As a member of the nobility, you are admitted to the castle without delay. Peasants' carts are pushed aside by the sentries, so that you can sweep majestically past. Man, anathema hex.
Anathema hex. Alright. Castle Ravane is virtually a city in its own right. The outer courtyard is filled with stables, grain stores, pens for livestock, carpentry yards, and a smithy. Nearby, some knights are keeping fighting fit by charging with lances at a straw-filled dummy. Beyond, another line of defences encloses the inner keep.
So, visit the Shrine of the God. We do need to get a god. It's a bit weird that we don't have one.
Might have to become a war priest.
Well, we are we love the conquerors. Apparently, that's kind of worrying. But the 90s, it was a different time.
I think I'm going to be practicing swordplay later.
Yeah, rob the treasury. I don't think that's us. Thievery 2, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Visit the armory. I think we need to become a devotee of Ternai.
Let's do it. Ternai is the god of war. The idol in the shrine depicts him as a grim-faced warrior, jaws rimmed with blood, striding forth to do battle, wielding an axe and a sword. Become an initiate. Becoming an initiate of Ternai gives you the benefit of paying less for blessings and other services the temple can offer. To qualify as an initiate, you must have a combat score of at least 6, which I do not have yet. I have 4. Unlike the other temples, there is no entry fee. Hey!
So there's our goal. We just need to get our combat skill up.
Perfect. You cannot become initiate if you're already initiate of another temple. Okay.
Well, why don't we go see if we can practice swordplay?
Practice swordplay. You join the younger knights for a spot of combat practice. They are friendly bouts, but the occasional injury is unavoidable. That is true.
Oh, roll 1 dice, lose that much stamina, and then roll the dice, and if we get a 5 or 6, we increase our combat skill.
I don't like those odds, but let's do it.
Well, we're doing it at least once.
Okay.
So we've lost 3 stamina, and now we've got a 1 in 3 chance of increasing our combat skill.
I
mean, if we've got access to healing, which we don't at the moment, this is actually a pretty good way to just
find a way. Maybe if I go to the castle, maybe I can get a room. I don't know.
The doorway into the castle keep is guarded by elite knights in gleaming gem-studded armor. Doesn't sound very practical. They watch you narrowly as you approach, then slowly cross their halberds to bar your path. What is your business here? Asks one. We are just some random chick from a boat.
I am a lady.
Sure, but you're a very salty lady because you just came off the ocean.
Fine. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Charisma roll. Has the Baroness summoned you? They demand to know. She is very busy. Come on. Hey! The guards are convinced by your persuasive tongue. One of them gestures at the thumb, saying, "Go on in then, before I change my mind."
Nice.
Hey, hey. Hey, there's a different god.
Hey.
I get a chamber if I become a paladin.
Well, I think you need to become a paladin.
Inner keep of the castle is a mighty fortress with walls several meters thick. Narrow windows emit golden shafts of sunlight into the gloomy hallway.
If you're a paladin, we can go to our chamber. Otherwise, we can go to the chapel of the god Alnir.
There's a
seek
wizard!
Out the wizard Estragon, request an audience with the Baroness, or leave.
I want to see the wizard.
I feel like we should request an audience.
Okay, we'll go to the Baroness first, but then I really want to go to that wizard.
Sure.
Sir de Brumas, the seneschal, takes you into the Baroness's court. She sits in regal splendour on the gilded seat of House Ravane. A gonfalon,
A banner.
showing the black lion crest, hangs on the wall behind her. Though young and slender, she has the fierce, unflinching gaze of one who is born to rule. Why have you come? She asks.
Should we undertake a quest or just complete one? Ask for a boon or assassinate her? Let's not assassinate her.
No.
I don't know.
I will undertake a quest.
Ah.
Or do what? You think I should ask for a boon?
Either or. What are you feeling? What would Anathema Hex do?
I'll ask for a boon. Okay, that's a high
that's
charisma
a
roll.
really high charisma roll.
Come on, try it. Come on. Oh, one off. Dang it. All right. What about going back in
And then saying, all right.
Quest. Ah. Okay. You wish to serve this noble household, replies Baroness Varna. In what capacity? What will you suggest? Spying on her foes, a diplomatic mission, slaying a monster, making a map, denounce a traitor, pay a cash tribute. Right.
Just buy the position of Paladin.
I mean.
65 shards.
So none of these plays to my sanctity, but my charisma's pretty good. I could do a diplomatic
Or you
mission.
just pay money.
Okay, how much money does it take? No.
100 shards. You present it with all that you're carrying.
Wait. You present the Baroness with 100 shards, all that you're carrying if you don't have that much on you. What is mere wealth? You declare gallantly. I exist only to serve you, my lady. Sir de Brumas accepts the money on Varna's behalf, as it is not seemly for one of high birth to handle the coins of merchants. You are escorted from court and fetched back later for a banquet. If injured, I am. I recover one stamina point. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I still feel like the cost of all our money makes us...
We'll see. The next day you awaken refreshed and ready for any adventure.
Well, that didn't go so well.
Oh, hang on. It didn't take all my money.
Oh,
we must have missed... Surely... I think I might have misprogrammed it a little bit. It might be a bug.
Well, all right. Let's just not... Let's just keep going.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Should we...
Do we want to try and do a quest for her? Like an actual quest? Or do we want to go see that wizard?
I want to see the wizard.
Let's go see the wizard.
Estragon. Find Estragon in his laboratory, deep under the bedrock on which the castle rests. Not a tower man, I see.
Ah.
Crude stone steps wind down into a glimmering darkness. I like that. Crude stone steps wind down. It's got a real thing to it. Into a glimmering darkness.
A glimmering darkness.
Filled with strange lights and
fumes. Really, though, fumes, you want somewhere a bit more ventilated than a cave.
Yeah, true. This was a big cave, mate. Estragon strides forward holding an alembic, which he is heating it with incendiary spells.
That's pretty cool.
It's like Uncle Iroh.
I like him.
The glow of the chemicals throws his seamed old face into sharp relief against the backdrop of darkness.
Well, let's offer to run an errand for him. It's the only option we've got. Is just we see him, we're just like, how can I help you?
I have been waiting for you, Estragon says. There is a task you can perform, and in return, I'll teach you a little sorcery.
Nice. Put a tick in the first empty box.
What's up with this? What's wrong with your face?
I have no idea.
Up with that dude's face? Is he a lich?
Is it a mask? I think it might be a mask.
All right. First tick, first visit, 490. I require a scarab amulet for one of my experiments, says Estragon. Go and find one. When you bring it here, I'll reward you well.
A scarab amulet. Where do we get a scarab amulet from?
All right.
Let's go back and get a quest for the Baroness.
Okay. Cool. Ask for a quest.
You know what? I think we need to slay a monster.
But I'm squishy. How hard is it to make a map?
Well, how's our scouting? 6. So actually pretty good. Maybe we should make a map.
Make a map. If the box is empty, put a tick in it and turn to...
The mountains of the north are said to be the broken backbone of the dead god Hakun, who lies across the width of the world, says Vanna. Most people do not dare to venture there, and no map has ever been made showing the paths, valleys, and hidden passes. You nod to show you understand. I will bring you that map, my lady.
Sweet. I'm excited for that.
I seem to recall that what we actually need to do is we need to knock off a number of these quests to do this.
I'm going to see what Alnir wants.
Who's Alnir? Who's Alnir the god of?
Rulership and law. The god of that. Let's see what he wants. 60 shards per sure. No, thank you. Goodbye.
Yep, let's leave the keep.
All right. Sad, don't I?
Let's visit the armory.
Okay. Nah.
Okay, so we can just buy rubbish, basically.
Yeah, no. Okay, leave the castle.
Yeah, unless you want to do more combat training, but...
I do, but I want to find a place to heal first.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're not heading west, I know that much.
Okay, so we are just...
There. So there's a place called Ringhorn to the south. I do eventually have to go up north to the Spine of Hakun.
We do need to go to the Spine of Hakun, so why don't we start heading in that direction?
I'm also trying to see if there's anywhere that would suggest it would have a Scarab amulet. Oh, I see Wishport. James, it's Wishport.
Oh, there's Wishport.
Okay, cool. Got it.
All right.
Oh, there's a Sorcerer's Isle. Dweomer. Interesting.
I think Dweomer is like the wizard city.
Okay. All right. So...
Well, I think we should go north up to Wheatfields and then try and make our way up to the Spine of Hakun.
Let's take the road north. The road is built of old grade cobblestones, which are now half overgrown with a carpet of rich green grass. Sometimes you pass a patrol of soldiers or a peasant leading his cattle to market. You do not expect any trouble on the well-patrolled stretch of road. Roll 2 dice for encounters. 6. An eerie light in the dusk.
Ooh. An eerie glimmer shines between the trees that overhang the road a little way ahead. Venturing a little further, you see in the gathering darkness that an old iron gibbet is set on one side of the road. The glowing light hangs around it like a bubble of marsh gas.
Hell yeah, I'm investigating this.
Yeah.
If the box is empty, put a tick in it and turn to 80. Bam. You meet a figure palely loitering under the gibbet. The hairs on the back of your neck rise when he steps forward and passes his hand right through you. Yes, I am dead, he moans. Wrongfully executed on this gibbet for a crime I did not commit. The real murderer had me framed, but I'll be avenged on him yet, with your help. He wears a velvet patch over one eye. Find him and bring me what lies under the patch.
Ugh.
I'll be grateful. Never think I won't. He vanishes. A shiver passes up your spine. However long ago this crime was perpetrated, the spirit cannot rest until his tormentor is dead. Get the code
I
word.
like it.
Code word Bumble. Bumble. Way too cute code word for this situation.
Yeah.
Turn to 11. All right.
Okay, so
northeast to Wheatfields.
Yeah, that's the goal, isn't it?
Bam.
So you come to an inn, nestling against a fringe of trees, beside a meadow full of flowers. The innkeeper, whose name is Chard, tells you that he does good business. The merchants who travel between Wheatfields and Castle Ravane are never short of gold to spend. We could stop at the inn, or we could take the road north. Or south,
actually,
or travel across country.
2 times hurt, so
right.
Let's Oh, well, I guess I better spend 4 shards.
Yeah.
Spend a day. Oh yeah, there we go.
Great. So you spend 2 days resting, and we go back up to full.
Did that actually? Yep, that charged me. Okay.
Great.
Cool.
So we could always just go back and forward from here to
could do.
home.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like it'd be a bit expensive. Let's just leave and go north to Wheatfields.
Wheatfields. An old straight road once used by the legions of Utaku when they marched north to wreak devastation, stretches between Castle Ravane and Wheatfields.
That's the group that Anathema Hex geeks out about, isn't it?
I'm an otaku. Okay.
No, she just worships the otaku.
Now the utakin are long gone. But in my head, they are otaku. Grass stalks protrude through the old cobbles, and birds chirp in the trees on either side of the road.
Very pleasant country.
I meet a storyteller.
Ah, nice. The storyteller is sitting on a turnstile, regaling the children from a nearby village with his tall tales. Roll 2 dice to find out what story he will tell you today.
He will tell me 186. He tells a story of a woodcutter who fell asleep one afternoon and awoke to find it was dark. Having lost his way, he was very frightened, but then he saw smoke over the treetops. Going on, he reached a camp where a slim, young, ethnic slur, where slim, young, travelling women and maidens were dancing around a fire with smiles.
It was a different time.
It was a different time. With smiles and merry laughs, they invited the woodcutter to join them. Now it so happened that the woodcutter's grandmother had been a travelling person, and she taught him the traditional greeting that he now called out, Dza Devezela, which is to say, may the gods be with you. So it's not Hasadiga Ibuai.
No. No.
No sooner had the maidens heard this than they all collapsed like matchwood, and, creeping closer, the woodcutter saw that they were just piles of mouldering bones in the clearing and not living people at all.
Very, haunted theme here, isn't there?
So, you know what he did? Concludes the storyteller. He climbed an old oak tree and stayed there shivering until dawn, because he knew that no ghost can follow you up an oak tree. Okay.
Wow. I never knew ghosts could climb trees at all, but
that will be useful information.
Sounds like it could be.
The day's wearing on, it is time you were on your way. Get the code word, boom.
That's a nice clear code word link, unlike Bumble.
374.
You are on an ancient cobbled road. Wheatfield is not too far to the northeast. Far off to the southwest lies Castle Ravine. Well, I think we just keep going towards Wheatfields, don't we?
Wheatfields. Wheatfields is in the very heart of the fertile countryside of Golnir and forms the hub of trade to the hinterland. You can buy a townhouse here for 100 shards. I can nearly do that. If you decide to do that, cross off the money, put a token down once. Okay.
The market, Merchants Guild, one of the 2 temples will leave the town.
Market. Okay.
Well, we can't buy anything still.
Okay. Bam. Merchants Guild. But they would do stocks and stuff.
Let's just say, you never know.
Oh, okay. The guild here in Wheatfields does not only organise banking facilities for its members, it also stimulates trade by putting buyers and sellers in contact with each other. You soon learn that the best buys locally are grain and furs. Acquire the code word brush. I could make an investment. Let's see what is available. Lose the code words Almanac, Bastion, and Eldritch if you have them.
Yeah, we need to have more money.
Right, okay, I gotta have.
Never mind.
Got it. Bam.
It sounds like it's basically a fancy way of gambling your money.
Yeah. Okay, what do these 2 gods want? Marka is the dread goddess of disease and famine. Ugh.
Well, you've got to have a temple to her, otherwise she will give you disease and famine.
50 shards.
No thanks. I feel like we're meant to become followers of Turnai.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at Nagil.
Nagil is...
the corn god! Oh, death
corn god, but he's also death.
Okay. What does he want? Whoops. Apparently I'm automatically becoming a thing of...
a death priest.
Okay.
Anathema Hex. Priestess of Death.
I just straight up have to...
be buried alive.
Roll
1 dice.
We failed. I failed.
Well, we didn't want to become a death priest.
Okay, that's fine. So that's fine.
And now we know better than just ask them, hey, how do I sign up?
Okay, I guess we're off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, where do I want to go now?
So we're in Wheatfields, which is in the centre there.
Yeah.
And we want to go up to the spine of Harkon.
Yeah.
Or we want to find the man with the eye patch, or we want to find the scarab amulet.
I have no clues as to where that man is.
No.
So I think I should go east.
I feel like we should go north. But I don't know if we want to cross the
Tower of Despair!
Or if we want to go east and then work up from there.
I think we want to go east and then work up from there.
Okay.
Okay. The road wends its way past countless numbers of farms, passing through villages where the peasants live well on their bountiful harvests. Roll 2 dice. Come on, loathly lady.
A minstrel.
Okay, fine, it's a minstrel.
Okay.
All right.
You pass it through a village. A minstrel is standing on the village green singing a song. I crept into a ruined castle, then ran away by golly. And how I nearly suffered for my greed and my folly. Something followed me, you see, across the windswept heather, and it would have caught me too if I hadn't used a feather. You cannot be bothered to listen to any more of this awful doggerel. Into 35. Well, apparently if we go to a ruined castle, we might need a feather.
Apparently. Head for the monastery?
Of Mulhern.
Mulhern. It's not on the map, I don't think.
Oh, no, is that it there? Monastery.
Oh, wow. It took us so long to get up there, but now it's like hardly anything to...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Monastery. A tavern squats beside a mill pond. Weeping willows shade the tables and the beer garden at the back. It looks an inviting place to spend a few days. I mean, I don't think I actually need to...
Well, let's just stop there and see if we
have a look.
Tixon, the innkeeper, is a wingless mannequin who dresses in a brocade waistcoat and affects human mannerisms. What?
Pinocchio is the... Pinocchio is the...
But wingless. So is he like a flying monkey puppet? Or... Anyway.
He charges 2 days. I don't need it.
Don't need it.
2 shards a day.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're still heading towards...
the monastery.
Or we could go up to Goldfall.
We could go up to Goldfall. Let's go to Goldfall. That sounds fun.
Alright. A rugged track winds off through pasture land. A few rough-looking types watch you askance. As you pass them on the road, what happens? Devout priest.
Unlike us. Well, I am a devout priest.
Of nothing.
Oh my god. Just generally devout. Yeah. 5 elderly priests in long robes are walking down the lane just ahead. Catching up, you ask them where they are bound. We travel all over Goldenair, says the oldest, teaching people about the gods.
Teach me, please.
You must have met some strange sorts in your time. He nods. Indeed, the most intractable were the bald folk of the Forsaken Forest.
Ooh.
They attack and murder anyone who has a head of hair, scalping them to make wigs.
Well, it's right there, so be careful.
Dang. And do not forget the citizens of Dwemer, chimes the youngest priest, a fellow of about 60. They admire godlessness as if it were a virtue. The youngest is a priest of about 60.
I should be going there then. They like godless people.
No, there was. They're saying like it's a place to go if you don't have high sanctity.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
To Goldfall.
Yeah.
Goldfall is a ramshackle town. The buildings are in poor repair. The livestock wanders untended in the fields. The reason is that most people who live here are just transients.
Have you noticed that all the stuff around Castle Ravane was really nice? And the further we got away from Castle Ravane, the worse Golden becomes.
Yeah. Sorry. They come from far and wide because of the stories that chunks of gold shower from the sky on certain nights. You pass a beggar squatting beside the town square and ask if he has ever found any gold. Nope, he says. But I heard of a bloke that got rich from finding 3 nuggets as big as your fist. Got any spare change?
Sorry.
Temple.
Temple, lodge and inn, search for gold or leave.
Temple. The 3 fortunes are the goddesses of fate who weave the tapestry of all men's lives. A placard outside the temple declares, join the temple and see your luck change overnight. Inside, a vast wall painting shows a 3-faced deity with 6 limbs hurling down buckets of gold from a palace among the clouds.
Wait, 6 limbs, so like 2 arms, 2 legs, and 2 more arms? Or presumably that means 6 arms.
Do you have the title Beloved of the 3 Fortunes? I don't, but oh my god, I want it.
That sounds cool.
Priestess comes forward to ask your business. From the back of the temple, you can hear the sound of dice rattling on a wooden table.
The house always wins. Don't do it.
I want to know how to become an initiate. 90 shards!
Never mind.
I'm not gambling.
No, let's leave.
Search for gold.
Oh, roll 2 dice. You go out into the meadows as soon as the chances. Early as you are, the place is already teeming with other prospectors, and you're forced to make do with a patch of hard soil as you sift through until late afternoon. This does not seem promising. You find nothing on your first day, but another prospector tells you that's not unusual. I reckon to eat marvelade about once a month. He says, that's enough to keep me satisfied. He certainly seems to have very fine clothes. You notice that instead of digging himself, he employs a few common labourers to do the spade work. Try again tomorrow or leave Goldfall.
What do you reckon?
This sounds like a con job.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get out of here. Huh. What? Oh.
Oh, because we can either go that way or we can go not that way. I think it's time to go across country.
I was going to say, but I could go to the monastery if I... Nah. Wait, but I'm a priest. I should go to a monastery. Anyway.
We're not a very good priest.
The farmers in these parts are ruddy-cheeked and jolly, always ready with a foaming stoup of ale. If you took up every offer of hospitality, you would never you'd reach your destination. Roll 2 dice. And all.
Uneventful journey. You are travelling cross-country in eastern Golnir in the rolling hills that sweep down towards the broad river valley of the Grim. That's the Grim there. Right. A horse trader tells you that the town of Goldfall is close at hand. See the scar on my forehead, he says, taking off his straw hat. A nugget fell from the sky and brained me, so it did. But a villain made off with my nugget while I lay stretched out senseless in the gold. Or did someone just sneak up and whack him in the head?
Oh my god.
We can go to Goldfield, we can go to Wheatfields, we can go south, or we can make for the River Grim.
Make for the river.
You reach a road running from east to west. A passing peddler tells you it's the road to Conflass. There's Conflass down here.
Oh, I want to go to Conflass.
Okay.
And then I'll turn, north again. Follow the twisting dirt road that lies between the River of Souls and the Monastery of Mulhern, god of artisans and scholars. Oh. Miraculously, you see no living soul on your journey, even though many pilgrims must use this route. Perhaps the legend is true. Each must find his own path to the light of Mulhern.
Doesn't sound like the sort of god that Anathema Hex would be interested in.
You're travelling on the stretch of road between Conflass and the remote monastery,
Conflass. You come to Conflass, a thriving market town at the point where the two rivers meet.
Visit the town.
Yes, that sounds good.
I was about to call it Cornflake. Conflass is a delightful town of white-fronted houses and brightly painted timber frames. Burgers...
Tomorrow.
Yeah, true.
Tomorrow.
Burgers of the town are open and friendly. As one explains to you, we tell the Bernese that we paid tax to the Sokarans, and the Sokarans have tax to Castle Ravine. So they both leave us alone. That's why you'll never find a long face in Conflass. I have found the libertarian hellhole. Excellent. What's in the market?
Yeah, let's just have a general look around.
Well,
we could buy a rope.
The hell is rope so
50
expensive?
I think we're done here.
Yeah. Why is everything so expensive?
Find an inn?
I don't need an inn.
Well,
there might be an event.
No. It is cheap, though.
Right. Something to remember for later.
Because they don't believe in taxes here.
Merchant's Guild. Get the code word brush.
So, the Merchants Guild in Conflass has close links with similar trade organisations across the river and border in Sokara. The Guildmaster teaches you an older adage that he always applies when doing business. The metals and minerals look to the east, but the grain you buy at home costs least.
Okay.
So you can make an investment, check an investment, withdraw money,
we're out.
We're done.
All right. North. Oh, which river do I want to take?
So we could take the barge south to Marlock City, and that takes us back to Book 1.
No. I want to...
We could follow the riverbank south.
I'm going to follow the Rainbow River north.
Oh, to that small lake, and then
to
into
the Haunted Hills and the Forest of the Forsaken.
That seems to, and up to the Spine of Harkon.
All right. Roll 2 dice.
You follow the course of the frothing Rainbow River as it tumbles across flat, glistening stones and boulder-strewn rapids. So I guess there's a lot of
Oh boy, we're going to a travelling people camp.
To an ethnic first.
The travelling people offer to sell you a rabbit-foot's charm for 30 shards. It'll bring you good luck, friend, insists the grinning old woman with a face like a walnut. I sort of want it.
I'm
going to get it.
My gut instinct is telling me to get it.
I do. I buy it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep going upstream.
Yep. Ooh.
Pretty.
You come to a pool at the bottom of a waterfall. Here a fine spray hangs in the air like sparkling mist. The longer you look at it, the more you imagine you can see dancing figures outlined in the mist.
Ooh.
Above the roar of the waterfall, you seem to hear soft voices calling out to you. Do you want to meet the fairies?
Here. Yes. Gradually, you begin to see distinct silvery figures wavering in the air in front of you. We are the spirits of the waterfall, they whisper to you. We can show you great treasure, but only once. One great treasure is enough, you reply glibly. You misunderstand. It is not easy to get the treasure. There are snares and challenges. You will have only one chance. If you have not seen and decoded the plaque, you can only rely on luck.
I feel like we should come back once we've found and decoded the plaque.
Yeah, I'm out of here. All right, let's keep going. Ooh.
Well, from here, we could go to the forest of the people who want to kill us and cut our hair off. Or we could go into the Haunted Hills, which will lead us to the spine of Harkonnen.
Or if we head east, we can get to the Abbey of Lacuna.
Oh yeah.
Let's try that. Yeah.
Lacuna was the nature god, right?
Yeah, but I'm not an initiate of her.
Sure. Those are some really high rolls.
Yeah.
So if you're an initiate of Lacuna, then you have the option to visit the nearby Abbey of your goddess. Non-initiates cannot usually find the path to the Abbey as it's hidden and protected by powerful spells. But you can attempt to uncover it by making a magic roll difficulty 15 or a scouting roll of difficulty 18.
What's my magic?
Very high.
5.
So we'd be better off. We need a 10 as opposed to a scouting 12.
Okay, so
actually,
I'm going to try
13
magic
to beat it. Or we could just not search.
I'm going to try it.
But failed roll is the same, so
Bam!
it doesn't really matter.
Damn it.
No, okay.
Oh.
The broad, gently rolling pasture lands between the Grim and the Rainbow River lie before you. Wool is sent south from here to make the rich gowns of the merchant princes of Ringhorn and Meretricians. Wait, is that like the prostitute town? Meretrix is a fancy word for a prostitute, right?
Metricians, I don't know, darling.
Metricians.
You're saying it wrong.
Right.
Okay. I meet nuns from the Abbey of Lacuna. Yay! They say they can take me to the Abbey. Let's go.
Free healing.
I spent 4 gold to get my healing.
Oh, well.
Sweet. Sanctity roll.
You're allowed to stay one night at the Abbey. Recover 2 stamina points if injured. You must leave now, the nuns tell you at breakfast. Only initiates may remain here among us. If we want, we can become an initiate of Lacuna. I don't really feel like Lacuna is actually who we want to follow.
Oh. No, you're right.
Is
you're
Anathema
right.
Hex, right? What's Anathema Hex thing?
All right, let's go. No, north is the forest. No. We want to go west.
Yeah, we want to go west and then.
Oh boy. Might run into those traveling people again. No, hunters in a canoe.
The hunters are in a quandary. They cannot go home to their wives until they've caught some fish. They've lost their only hook.
Hello, Kiwi Tanifa. They say, I joined Twitch for y'all.
Hi!
Welcome. Okay, the hunters are in a quandary. They cannot go home to their wives until they've caught some fish, but they have lost their only hook.
Only hook. They had one hook. These are the worst hunters.
Oh.
Well, we don't have a spare fishing hook, so it's...
Sorry, dudes. Dude, where's my hook? Okay, let's go upstream.
You're traveling, we're back at the river and we go upstream.
We ignore the waterfall for now.
We ignore the waterfall.
Good to know we can run back into it, though. Okay.
Yeah, and
Haunted Hills.
This time we're going to go into the Haunted Hills and we'll try and go north from here into the spine.
Okay.
The Haunted Hills are virtually uninhabited, except by will-o'-the-wisps, monsters, and a few mad outcasts.
Kiwi Tanifa says, guess who, LOL? And then poor hunters. I know who you are, Kiwi Tanifa.
Who's Kiwi Tanifa?
Think about it. I know who you are.
No.
I'm not gonna say your name. I'm not gonna say your name.
Okay.
I know who it is. Alright, roll 2. A sulphurous cave.
The sulphurous over there.
The box above is empty. Take it. And turn to 469. along super... Crap! Well, there's no choice.
The skip men run away.
No retreat or surrender is possible.
Oh.
There's only winning.
Oh, so skippers don't attack.
Yeah.
All right, let's fight.
Okay. Here's the death of Anathema Hex. Oh, okay.
13, so we do 2 damage, it's down to 18. We're still like...
So,
this is...
and then we defend... So we go turnabout.
So its combat skill is 9 against our defense of 12, though.
Okay.
What's our health like? We've actually got more health than it, so... I think we're going to get eaten by this dragon. It's not looking good. I think we're going to get eaten by this dragon.
Oh.
Well...
Poor Anathema. No.
Bye, Anathema Hex. I think that was it for that. Wow.
Alright.
So what are all our other options here?
What?
Well, extra choices and windows.
Oh, right. Death?
Oh, you are dead.
Oh! Okay, we didn't have a resurrection arranged, so...
Yeah.
Ah, but you can arrange a resurrection and...
Yeah, if you pay for a resurrection at a temple, then they can bring you back.
Alright, Kiwi Taniwha, if you are still watching, you can tell us what to be next, so...
Which book we're going to start with for our last attempt. Yeah. And I think not 1 or 5.
Yeah, let's do...
pick a different one.
Well, we've also seen what's in book 2. So maybe we should try book 6 or 3 or 4. It's up to you. Are you even still here? Of course, there's a big lag.
There is that, yeah. Well, I'm
keen on 3 or 6, says Kiwi Taniwha.
Okay, so what I remember is... so 1 is sort of English Civil War.
Because you know Blood or Sun. Okay, cool. That's a good reason.
Number 2 is, as we saw, a sort of very, like, English folklore.
You know what?
3 is the ocean one. We're on a boat.
Okay.
We sail. Yeah, but like we sail around the seas and fight pirates and go to islands and yeah. Number 4 is sort of Siberia, Russian, Mongolian.
Right.
Number 5 is Byzantine, and number 6 is samurai and cultural appropriation. Should we do it?
Yep. Let's go.
Oh, this is going to be problematic.
Okay. All right. Help us out, Kiwi Taniwha. What would you like us to be? We could be the warrior Kintu, the mage Pangjang, the priest Abraxas, the troubadour Electra, that name is completely out of place, the rogue Shikibu, or the wayfarer Ithacus. So
Ithacus.
It's like
that's not a reference to anybody, is it?
It's like Japan, Greece.
No. Greece would have been book 8.
Oh.
So yeah, Ithacus is really obviously Odysseus.
Okay. Oh, like you're super lost. Right. Okay. Well, we will wait for the lag to catch up and see who Kiwi Taniwha wants. Yeah. What do they say? The Lords of the Rising Sun. Let's go with Ithacus. Okay, Ithacus it is.
Ithacus the Wayfarer.
Again. Okay.
A clever and resourceful survivor.
Nice.
I wonder who this is.
Yeah.
Ithacus suffers from a restless nature that forces him to stay on the move. He can never hold on to treasure for very long because he's always planning and outfitting his next great expedition. His latest ambition is to scale the Kenin Mountains and see if the rumors of silver mines are true.
Well, there we go.
Great. Okay. Let's do it.
I'll keep that name. I've got only a platinum earring.
That's pretty cool.
But I am level 6.
That's a huge stat line.
Hey, I have thievery. Hey, I actually have a decent combat score for once. Nice.
Let's go back and give that dragon what for.
I know, right? And defense 13. It's not bad, right? Stamina 27. Nice. Okay. I am still godless. Still godless. Well, let's try and get like a weapon and some
I wonder how this book will start.
Oh, but I've got no money. Okay. All right. Oh, hello. Tengu. Isn't that a real... Karen, yeah, these are real spirits. Oh boy. Are you ready for the cultural appropriation, Kiwi Taniwha? Was this 80s or 90s?
90s.
So 90s.
Wait a minute. I can feel a pulse. I'm not doing accents.
Oh no, God.
No.
God, no.
Slowly the world seeps back. First sounds, the dull roar and mutter of words, the creak of timbers, the fluttering of canvas in the breeze. Then the hard wooden planking under your back and the smell of the rope on which your head is resting. A salty taste in your mouth mingled with bile. You sit up suddenly, coughing seawater out of your lungs. A circle of sailors are standing looking at you. One of their number, a man in finer clothes, who seems to be a merchant captain, steps forward and helps you to your feet. Your clothes are wet through. You feel as weak as a kitten. We fished you out of the sea, says the captain. You were clinging to a broken spar. We thought you were... This is so ethical. This is how he arrives everywhere, right?
Yeah.
He sinks his own ships just before he gets to town. If nobody's done it for him. Just so he can wash in. We thought you were dead. You can only nod. Still 2 days to string a sentence together. Who are you? Asks one of the men. Where are you from? You press your fingers to your heads. Your hair is matted with blood and brine. I don't know. The captain looks at his crew. That's enough gawping. Back to work, the lot of you. Your only belongings are the clothes on your back and a platinum earring. Everything else was lost in the shipwreck, including all memories of your life until this moment.
Whoa!
You must begin afresh. Make a charisma roll, the difficulty of 11.
All right. Ah!
Fail!
Everybody hates me. Oh. Do I sell? Okay, one of the crew is very taken with your platinum earring and offers you 75 shards for it. If you agree to sell, cross the platinum earring off your adventure sheet. But see...
I think we have to.
It could be my only clue to who I am. Yeah, we're not going to get anywhere without money.
Yeah, I think we have to take it.
All right, make a note of the money. All right, Captain Numachino cannot organise this voyage for your convenience. He says he will put you ashore at the next port. Let's go! All right, we're going to Narai.
Where is Narai?
Narai is a city of high wooden stave halls and long bridges.
Oh, it's up there in the north.
Cool. Built between many tranquil rock gardens. Pretty. Seen in winter with snow dusting the rooftops and smudging the contours of the landscape beyond, it is a place of almost ethereal beauty, and I want to buy a townhouse here.
300 shards, though.
Yeah.
Whew.
All right, so if we go to the harbour,
go shopping, visit a temple.
We can go to other places.
Shambara. Isn't that the name for, like, samurai movies? They're called Shambara.
Are they? I actually don't know.
And Kaiju.
Kaiju. Yeah.
I guess cultural appropriation is
okay, we can buy our own ship at some point. Sweet.
I mean, if we had the money.
Okay. And we can buy and sell cargo if we have a ship. Cool. Yeah. All right. Go shopping.
I think go shopping. I think we need some stuff. See, if only we had candle and parchment. They're cheap.
Yeah.
I think we needed a weapon or some armor.
Okay, I'll get a weapon.
I think we need a weapon.
Ooh, hello.
Oh, what sort of
quarterstaff?
I like quarterstaff.
I like quarterstaffs.
Okay. That's a really expensive stick.
I guess. I could get a trident, actually. I'll get a trident.
I guess we are a mariner.
Pretty sick. All right.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
So we are now poor.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up, temple? All right. Oh, they can heal me here. 5 shards for 2d6 health. Nice. We can discuss initiation. So the Akatsuris draw a distinction between temples which are dedicated to the mortal prophet they call the Sage of Peace. That's no one in particular. And shrines where you can make offerings to many deities.
in Narai, the only significant religious building is of the former type. So it's a totally not Buddhist temple.
Right, okay.
So we could discuss becoming Buddhist.
Right.
If you want to become an initiate of the Sage of Peace, the monks will instruct you in the sacred doctrine. To comprehend this doctrine requires a sanctity roll at 15.
You can be of this god and of any other god as well. That's sweet. I'm probably not going to pass that roll yet. So
if you attempt the roll and fail, you lose sanctity because it's so confusing. It makes you an atheist.
I'm not going to do that. All right, let's leave.
Leave the temple.
All right. We do not have a ship. Otherwise, we must brave the lonely countryside.
Or into the forest. Let's not enter the forest yet.
No. Oh, well, let's go east along the highway, because that's page 2.
Sure, that sounds sensible.
There is not much traffic on the northern coastal road, but occasionally you pass a group of merchants with their packs, or a dignitary being bounced about inside a sedan chair as his bearers carry him by swiftly. Roll 2 dice.
Do we get nothing or a mugging? A mugging!
Oh,
the victim of a mugging.
Oh, wait. Am I the victim of a... Oh, no,
a man is lying in the roadway. For all you know, he might be dead.
Gotta help. You kneel
Yeah.
beside the body and feel for a pulse.
I feel like this is where we determine whether he's mugs us.
Mug me, yeah.
The man while the compasses emerge from the bushes.
We called it!
You're surrounded by spears, and you can only stand helpless by the relief of your money. Don't you want my belongings? You ask sarcastically. Nah, says the chief robber. Too hard to get rid of. Because it's a good thing we spent most of our money already.
Alright. Chompo! I want to go to Chompo.
You're on the road that follows the coastline between Narai and Chompo. Forested hills loom large as thunderclouds against the southern sky.
Right, I'm heading east to Chompo. Oh, a roadside inn. No point. No point, because I'm broke.
We could stop and say hi, but otherwise it doesn't seem to be helping us.
Nah, never mind.
Nah.
Boom. There we go. Chompo! Alright, not many travellers use the lonely northern coastal road. For company you have the sea breeze and the song of the skylarks in the trees. 10. Unexpected hospitality. I hope
nice.
It's nice.
We can do with that. If the box was empty, put a tick in it.
If it's empty, then you gotta put a tick in it.
If it's empty, then you should have put a tick in it.
At the end of the long day, you are happy to be offered a bed by an old couple who live down on the beach below the road.
I feel so suspicious right now.
They ply you with wine and food and insist on hearing you recount the stories of your many adventures.
I woke up finding I'd been hit in the head, and then I got robbed.
Oh boy. You get up in the night feeling thirsty, stumbling out to the stream behind the cottage. You catch sight of a scraggly creature with luminous grey flesh and red eyes loping down from the path from the cliff top. Take this stranger, cries out a voice from behind you. Just leave our daughter's body untouched. It is the old man and his wife. They invited you to stay overnight so that the ghoul would devour you instead of the corpse of their daughter.
Lovely. Well, I think we'd better stand up to the ghoul.
Yep. Bam.
At a certain point, we need something to go in our favor.
Combat. Right, let's start this. Let's attack. Bam.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Ha-ha! Bend. Hey! Ha-ha! Yeah!
Hey!
Ha-ha!
Ha-ha! Still, it seems good.
Ha-ha!
Hey! We're actually winning a fight. Ooh!
And ha-ha!
Hey! We actually won!
Now we can take our daughter's body to the cremation ground, says the old couple. They have no money to repay you for your help. Screw you guys. Only the assurance that you will always be a welcome guest at their cottage. Good.
Better be. I'm
gonna go sleep in your frickin' cottage. How do I get back to your cottage? Get me back to your cottage.
By the side of the road, a signpost is rotted and fallen in the long grass. You turn it over and read, "The House of the Ugly Woman." What?
Thanks, Kiwi Tanifa.
Oh, what?
She said, well done.
Thank you. 3 roads meet at this point, but you cannot be sure which route the signpost originally marked out.
I really want to go to the House of the Ugly Woman.
Well, I guess take the third
path. Whoop, whoop. You're on a road that looks as a few people use.
Oh!
What?
You're on a road that looks as if few people
this
use
is
it.
the book that doesn't exist.
Clumps of limp grey grass protrude from mist-covered marshland on either side. The few trees look like broken bits of stone. And if we continued down this road, we would get to Book 12, Into the Underworld.
Oh.
Book 12 does not exist, and we must go back to the land of
Oh.
I've heard that there were ways to the underworld. I've never actually found one before.
Right, well, now we know.
Not that it helps us.
I'm going to go back to this way and then look for the
Unexpected
old
hospitality. No, days past uneventfully.
Well, now I'm going to go east again.
You're just going back and forth.
And then I'm going to go west again.
Oh my god.
I get free healing at this house.
Unexpected hospitality.
Regain 1 stamina point. Ha 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 ha.
How much stamina are we down?
5, I think. Let me just check the character.
Are we just going to go back and forth until we get back up to full?
Nah, that'll be boring.
That would be so boring. Let's
keep going. Let's go to Chompo. We haven't been to Chompo yet. Let's go to Chompo.
Okay.
Oh, what do we got here?
The road curves down towards Chompo with farmland to either side. We're now to Chompo.
All right, to Chompo. Nom nom nom. Oh, look.
Chompo is the stronghold of the Northern Wisteria clan.
Wisteria, not Wisteria.
Clan.
Wisteria just makes me think of, isn't Wisteria Drive where the Desperate Housewives
live? Wisteria Lane or something.
Yeah, like Wisteria Lane, that's it.
Whose dominance of this region is so well established that it is virtually the clan's private kingdom.
Huh.
Unlike most of the southern cities, the central district of Chompo is enclosed by high fortifications built of round timbers. Within are the homes of the aristocrats, austere but imposing mansions that lie in a curve around the hillside. Outside the stockade are the humbler dwellings of merchants and craftsmen. I don't feel like
I know my place. I don't feel like
we're going to get into
I'm staying in the outer town. All right, what's in the market?
The main streets of this town are channels of churned up mud and dung. It's best to keep to the boardwalks on either side. Yeah, we can't.
I can't actually afford anything. No. Well, let's have a look at the temples first. None of that. Okay,
yeah,
never mind. I guess we pop into the tavern and see.
The only place you can find stay is a tiny rat-infested garret above a noisy tavern.
Ooh.
At night, the room fills with smoke from the tap room below, and the room lets in the rain.
Nah,
we're done.
Okay.
Each night you're here, you roll a dice to find out whether you gain or lose health.
Well, I guess we're setting out for Mukugawa. Where's that? South. All right.
Where is it?
It's there.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I feel like we need to go off-road if we're going to find anything, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know if we're ready for the Quaidan Forest.
I feel like we need to find a way off this island, to be honest.
Yeah.
We've found that
all my money has been taken, so...
I feel like being a level 5 character in Book 2 didn't go well for us. I feel like we need to be a level 6 character in Book 1.
I'm going to go kill that dragon, man. The Eastern Coastal Road is busy with traders and messengers passing between the great cities of Chompo and Mukogawa. Roll 2 dice. Come on, talkative. Oh.
An untroubled journey.
I want to meet the talkative youth. All right, let's keep going to Mukogawa.
Yeah. You arrive at a wayside inn. A woman with a tiny baby slung on her back hurries out into the road to offer you a welcoming cup of green tea as thick as soup.
Well, let's stop at the inn. The inn is run by a young widow who has several small children.
She charges only 1 shard a day, though you might like to give her a little more if you're feeling charitable.
Yeah, I don't...
we don't actually need to.
Do that because I have no money. So let's keep going south to Mukogawa.
Yeah. Another
centre of power for a great aristocratic clan. This close to Mukogawa, you cannot go half a league without seeing parties of soldiers on horseback. All bear the white banner of the Moonrise clan, and all have the hard-bitten look common to the warriors of the eastern provinces. Which way are you headed? South.
Mukogawa is a city of strong gleaming ramparts, built on cliffs overlooking the sea. White banners flutter and snap in the breeze, and soldiers in white surcoats patrol the streets. This is the stronghold of the Moonrise clan, whose ancestral shrine is just across the straits on Uday Island.
Where is Uday?
It's that little
the tiny little one. Yeah. Okay.
So leave on foot, visit the manor, go to the harbour, visit the shrine of Juntoku. Get lodging in the inn, go to the armory.
I mean, without money, I feel like our options are pretty...
Yeah.
What about the harbour? Maybe it's a free way to get across. See, I'm wondering if I can join the army or something.
Yeah, that might be good. The quayside is bustling with activity as ships unload supplies in preparation for the civil war, which everyone expects in a few months. If you have a ship, you could easily sell it, as the Moonrise clan is only too eager to expand its fleet. Well,
let's see if I can get passage on a ship.
Let's find out, yeah.
Nope.
No.
Nope, they all cost. Oh, but that's how you get back to...
Yeah.
Wait, is that a book that exists?
No.
Oh. Alright, back to the city.
Yeah.
What about an inn? Maybe I can find out information at the inn.
No.
Armory. No. What?
We could sell our weapons. 75 shards here because they need weapons. If we just run back and forth along the coast, we can make money as an arms dealer.
I mean,
do you want to become an arms dealer?
Yeah. Okay. Bam. Let's go back and get more money. Let's go to Chompo. Let's see how much the stuff was at Chompo. I don't even remember that.
I don't even know if there was an option.
Okay, let's keep going north.
Maybe we'll find the talkative youth this time. Nope.
No. Untraveled journey, Chompo, out of town.
We can't buy weapons at the out of town.
Oh, they don't have a...
Oh, unless it's at the market. They've got a market.
The market. Okay, let's see what's at the market. No, okay, so we have to go all the way back. Oh my god, what if we run into those thieves again? Oh my god.
Is it we chose to help, so we could just ignore every injured person on the road?
Oh, right, you're right. Have they got investments? No. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we don't have a letter of introduction, so we can't get an investment. Let's go to Narai. Let's run! West. Oh, God, what?
I think you've gone the wrong way, Claire.
No, I haven't. I'm heading west. Oh, I must need to join the... I have to join the road, right. Alright. Alright, come on, old people! Thank you! Let me heal up.
Expected hospitality.
Expected hospitality because you guys injured me.
You owe me.
Yeah, you owe me. West to Narai. West. Okay. Ignore the mugging. It doesn't happen anyway. Go west. Life is peaceful there. Go west. Do. See, now... I can only afford that at the moment.
Sure, but next time.
This time I'm getting a quarter star.
Sure.
All right. This is going to be a very long process.
Yeah. We've finally found a way to make money.
Oh boy.
Just ignore. Leave.
Oh, hey! That is that easy.
That's it.
It's that easy. Okay, great.
Okay, so we just have to run
Come on, old people. Damn it.
We just have to run back and forward.
East. Go. Chompo.
Leave Chompo.
Leave town. Murukogawa. Talkative youth, come on. Okay, no.
We'll meet
mind.
him eventually.
We'll eventually meet him because this is going to take all day. Go south.
South. Hey, to the now we can afford to buy 2.
Yes! We're in the money! I can get my beautiful townhouse! My beautiful $300 townhouse!
Claire, so you know what the answer was? Rather than becoming a adventurer, we just become a capitalist.
Yeah, capitalism, it's the answer. Come on! No, wait, I went the wrong way again. My bad.
Yeah, we don't want to go into that road.
Alright, here we go. Come on, old people. Come on. No, never
mind.
West. Nope. West.
No! Go shopping!
Alright, go shopping.
2 weapons.
Oh, we need to look at the price of these things.
Oh,
and
sure.
see if they're worth selling instead.
It was 100 shards to buy leather armor, but I don't know how much you sell it for.
Well, okay, I'm going to buy 2 axes. Well, one of those I'm going to buy a battle axe. I will go. Do 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 do.
This is wow. The story of Ithacus. He was shipwrecked on a mysterious island, discovered the locals were going to war, and then got rich by selling weapons to them. This is not the adventure I had in mind.
No.
Hey, the talkative of youth.
Alright, we don't know the code word.
So, you encounter a young man who's beset by worries. He is glad to have someone to whom he can pour out his troubles. You learn he belongs to a warrior clan, but is in disgrace because of cowardice. His family has told him not to come back until he has proved himself. We don't have any heads that we can give him. A ghoul's head?
Ha!
We killed a ghoul, and no, we didn't get his head.
No, we didn't get his head.
All we can do is tell him to cheer up. I'm sure it will look up. And
all right, maybe in the future we can give him some stuff.
In the meantime,
South. All right. Hey, I can pay that lady now. The widow. I can totally.
Except that will disrupt the amount of gold that we've got.
Okay, so I can sell something that's 50 for 90 rather than 75. That makes way more sense.
Yeah.
So, or I can sell something that I buy for 100 for 180. Same difference.
50 sells for 50
here and here.
Yeah.
That was 100. The ring mail was 100.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'm saying you buy a weapon for 50 and you sell it for 75.
You buy leather armor for 50 and you sell it for 90.
Ooh.
It's a better deal. So I will sell.
You have multiples. Which ones do you want to sell? All of them.
How do I select?
Oh, go to your equipment sheet and just highlight it.
Oh, sell. And sell. All right.
150 shards.
Okay. Hot damn.
This continued for some time. I wish we could do some sort of Benny Hill theme music because we run. You know, we need to sort of have a fast forward in the sections we run back and forward.
Yay! But we can't do the thing for him, so got to figure out how to get those heads for him.
Yeah. No, not west.
Man, I still need to get 3 hit points back. Come on, old people.
I wish we could find those ones with the ghoul and just be like, I'm back and I want that head.
It's obviously that's not the one where you get it.
Yeah.
You see 50 shards, but you sell it for
90.
90. Damn. Okay.
Well, let's buy 3 of them and then. We could just afford to buy ourselves all the best items by doing this.
I realise that. I don't know. We might want to stop soon because, I don't want to just this is going to get boring. Hey, screw you guys.
Well, we'll have what? 270 this time around.
Yeah. Hot damn.
So we can afford to buy 5.
Okay, yeah.
Which we can then sell for 450.
Oh my god, okay, I'll be rich. Maybe I should buy myself a ship.
I feel like we're getting to the point where very soon we're going to be able to, because it's going exponentially.
Yeah.
I think we do this a couple more runs, but that's the talk of youth again.
Skip him. All right, James. Talk about something while I do the boring thing.
I don't know. What do you want me to talk about?
Something interesting.
Oh, God. I can't do that. So.
That's a lie from your mouth.
What sort of interesting thing do you want me to talk about?
I was thinking like about this.
Oh, about this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, there were supposed to be 12 books in the series. So all of these ones say in them what the rest were going to be. They actually got reprinted a couple of years ago. And I've sort of been tempted to get the rest of them, but at the same time, there is this, which has books 1 to 6 on it for free, so I don't know. So the ones that didn't get released, book 7 is the Feathered Lands. I guess actually that'd be sort of South American, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds like it could be alright.
Book 8 is the Lone and Level Sands, the harsh deserts of Western Ancon Konu. So maybe it's sort of Saharan or Egyptian. If you're going for 90s sands in the... let's see. It looks kind of Arabian Nights, actually.
Wait, I can buy my earring back?
Can you?
For 790 shards. I sold that for 75 gold. What is wrong with me?
That sailor never realised that he could just become an arms dealer, so...
Oh, I feel like such a fool.
That sailor never realised that he could just do what we're doing. Book number 9 is The Isle of 1,000 Spires, Chrysoprase, and the Sea of Stilts, which, that's the Indian-themed one.
Oh.
Then number 10 would have been Legions of the Labyrinth, the Philosopher Kings of the West, in Atacala. So that would have been your Greek mythology-themed Western continent. Book 11 is The City in the Clouds, which I don't know where that is, but it's a ridiculously tall... Oh, there it is. It's down in the southeast. It's a city on top of cliffs that are so high that you have to
oh my god,
get winched up there.
Okay, I now need to be selling chainmail. I buy it for 200, I sell it for 350.
Ooh.
Is that... Hang on, is that... God, how do I work this out?
Well, as opposed to if you buy...
buying for 50 and then getting 40 profit on that.
It's too late for me to maths.
No, I think it's actually worse, isn't it? Because 50 and you're getting 40. So if you're getting 4 times, you should be getting 4 times 40. So you're actually getting slightly less.
Though the difference is that you can carry more.
That's,
yeah. So once you've got lots of money, it makes more sense to do the expensive things. But until then, it makes more sense to just do this all one by one.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Actually, yeah, I should.
The heroic ethicus.
I know, right? Alright. I have 470.
470s, that's enough to get.
Let's have a look at the
9
ships.
more?
Go to the harbour, buy a ship, sell a ship.
We could buy a ship and just sail out of here. It's only a very small ship, though.
Yeah.
I say we do one more run.
Yeah, they don't go to my place.
No.
Well, I could always get my house.
Huh.
The warehouse. Yeah. But you have to have a ship to do that.
I say we do one more run.
How much do people cost? 40 shards. Huh. Okay, one more run.
And then maybe we head back to Narai and actually buy ourselves some equipment.
Okay.
But we can now get, what, 9 suits of armor?
Yeah.
And we sell them at 90 each. So that's 810. So we'll have 830 shards.
Damn.
And then I think we can just afford to just load ourselves up with stuff and maybe head into the forest and start trying to find dragons to kill or something.
Too hard, damn.
I really want to find a way back out of here, back to the mainland.
These guys keep trying to mug me.
They're not doing a very good job because we see them. It's like, not this time, not today.
Not today, Satan. All right.
Anyway, book 12 is the last one, is the one where we would have gone to go to the underworld. Does that mean like the Underdark? Man. Does it mean the literal land of the dead? I don't know. That's
all right.
Nice.
Leave the city. Don't get mugged.
Yeah. And I also know with the series they actually released a tabletop role-playing game based on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Though,
Poor dragons? What did you say about dragons?
Oh, we should load ourselves up with equipment and go into the forest and go hunting dragons.
Good idea! I like it. I'm gonna go get revenge for thingy. And then I need to go back to book 1 and get revenge for poor what's her face.
Yeah.
Already
we need to find a way back onto the Liana?
Yeah, something like that.
Something. Lee.
Okay, so I am selling all the stuff, and then
I think we head back to Narai and actually buy some good equipment for us.
Okay, sure.
Or see if we can get a boat out of here.
Yeah.
Now that we've made our fortune as an arms dealer.
Okay. Armory. Selling things.
So much money.
Oh my god, I'm rich.
Also, we now know, don't donate money to the Baroness Ravane.
Although it didn't have
didn't
any...
take it.
Yeah. Alright.
830 shards.
Hot damn.
That's not bad.
Alright, let's go get a weapon and an armor and... But the thing is, James, if I have my own ship, I can just go where I want, right?
You could just sail out and just sail back
to Narai.
Or Yellowport.
I'm gonna...
You're gonna buy a ship?
I'm gonna buy a ship.
I still feel like we need some actual weapons, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to Narai and buy them.
Oh, you're gonna sail back to Narai?
Yeah. Rather than, like, walking all the time. Oh, look! I have a ship's manifest.
It's got a poor crew.
Oh, I'm gonna upgrade my crew.
Oh, it's got a name. You can change its name.
Alright. Okay, Kiwi Tanifa, it's up to you. What is our ship called? We have to wait a little bit for the
Is it going to be
catch up.
something about dragons?
Could be.
Or is it going to be
the Not Today Satan? The Tony Stark. Alright. Hit us up when the
leather armor Mark
up.
47.
Leatherman. Pew pew.
That sounds like something else.
Shooting quarterstaves from his hands.
The lamest Avenger.
Well, while we're waiting, I'm gonna go and
hire
crew. Yeah, it's only 40 shards to upgrade my crew.
Yeah, best we can get here.
Right, sweet.
Oh, that's fine.
Capitalism boat. Bam. That's what it is. I'll go the HMS Capitalism.
Who's the M?
It can be, what's her name in Ravane?
Oh, what, the Baroness Ravane?
Baroness Ravane, yeah. Okay.
Alternatively, if it's His Majesty's ship, then it's us.
Yeah, well, yeah, there we go. Okay. Give the order to sail.
Right. So we're at Mukagawa.
The sea gleams like tarnished silver under
a
sky heavy with cloud. A faint drizzle, barely less fine than mist, mingles with the salt spray. You're sailing the Ugetsu Straits that lies between Yoroshi, the main island of the Akatsuri's clan, and the easternmost island, Toho. Okay.
So we want to go north, don't we?
North, yeah. Let's get our thing back.
South
Oh, let's not run into
lie
pirates.
the quiet, misty waters of the Ugetsu Straits. North, the sea is the color of shattered tombstones under a sky sketched in charcoal and indigo ink.
Please, can we not get
Not
pirates while I don't
not
have a weapon? Oh, thank
Phew.
goodness. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Make for the coast of Yodoshi. Yes, please. Okay, do we get a safe journey or a blustery wind? Safe journey.
Yay.
We are on the latitude with Chompo, but we want to keep going north. Of cast blurs the boundary between sea and sky. If not for the dark line of cliffs at the south, you can imagine yourself suspended in a pale grey void. Oof. Okay.
Uneventful day sailing.
We're having amazing luck. The cliffs of Quito province.
Says Mr. Stone, the senior midshipman with a sigh. My wife's family hails from there. Wives are fin landlubbers, growls the boatswain. A mariner's ship is all the mistress he needs. How very Oglath.
Yeah.
And his captain the only master, he reminds them.
Yeah, HMS capitalism, remember?
Look alive, mister. I'm setting a new course. Are we going south or west?
We're going west. A man named Narakami fancies himself as something of a poet. Gazing out to sea, he says, under the wide sky, a scintillant refulgence. The lightnings flicker. I see it and am fearful. Then it fades and I am sad.
Wow.
Belay that talk of lightning, shouts the mate superstitiously. Or you'll see me with my lash and it'll make you sad, alright? Oh my god, can we please have the flash of lightning, please? Damn it.
Quiet. Well, hey, this is great.
Alright.
Your vessel is skirting the north coast of Akatsuri's largest island up. You set the course.
Bam. Rough waters. Uh-oh. You brace yourself against the rail of the bridge and listen to the mariner's constant lullaby. The roar of the waves, the scream of the wind, the dour muttering of the sails, and the soft, reassuring creak as the ship flexes her timbers.
Is it just me?
I've been
or could we have gotten
lucky.
back to Narai on foot more easily than
You
this?
are 100% right. But we can get off this island.
We can. You are sailing along the north coast of Yodoshi, largest of the Akatsuri's islands. Where shall I set course? Asked the first mate.
Put into Narai Harbour! Dusk is falling as you come into the harbour, and there is a nip of frost in the air. Lanterns hanging along the raised verandas of the city create splashes of glimmering amber light in the gloom.
Such a nice place.
I think I should just buy a house and retire here.
Well, we just call it for the night. Let's go shopping. That's what we need.
Well, yeah. Okay. How much money do I have? Let's have a look.
Lots.
Oh, and is
we've only got 550.
Is my ship thing updating automatically? Yep. Narai. Yep. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
So we actually only have 550.
Okay, so I don't want to go too crazy.
Because you could buy a +2 sword and that's it. You're done. I feel like...
Or I could buy 11 leather armors, walk back by foot because it's easier, and...
this is not a bad idea, actually.
Alright, bam, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Actually, we can get the same deal by just carrying 5 of these and 1 of those.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Back we go.
Just out of interest, what sort of cargo can I buy here when I come back? Because what we should do is we should see what do they want here, what sells best, and what's cheap at Mukagawa. Alright, so spices, metals, and minerals are sorely needed here. Spices, metals, and minerals.
Spices, metals, and minerals.
Okay, let's go back. Oh, I don't have frame. Okay, so you have to be really in with people here to be able to trade. That's unfortunate.
Oh.
Okay. Bam. I can set sail if I want, but no. It seems
We're
a lot
just
safer to
leaving our
just...
boat and to just
Seems a lot
run.
safer and sort of faster to just run.
What's the point of having a boat?
I know, right?
Well, that you can carry a cargo.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
No, we're going east this time.
Go east.
Wait, we can just walk out onto the cliffs if we go east from there. Maybe we should try that sometime. Get the thing back up. So I could just leave my crew there and like they're not like taking up any, they're not like drawing wages or anything.
Nope.
Sweet. That poor guy is never going to see his wife again then.
Nope.
Alright, so.
That's okay, he's married to the ship.
Alright, selling the things. Buy to the things. Look at me now. Look at me now. Come on. Look at me now.
We
I'm
are
on papers.
so rich. Might want to keep the last one. Or actually, maybe not.
810.
It's that same problem of we could just say, okay, we're going to max out with the best equipment. Or,
No, you're right.
Or we could just keep running back and forth up and down the coast forever.
So do these guys have... Nah, okay, so it's
metals are even more expensive.
Yeah.
Spices are the same cost. Minerals are more expensive.
But
Metals
like
are
some of these ones I think were cheaper.
Here.
I think some of these things were cheaper. It looks like all things are needed here.
Hello, Nim.
Hey, Nim.
Nim is back.
Okay. I feel like we need to do something new.
So much for their don't be a don't be a merchant. You're not allowed to be a merchant here. No one will trade with you.
I've just exploited their desire for war.
I feel like getting a compass could be a good idea, though, if we're going to set sail over the sea.
That is a good point. Okay.
We can get one back in the other town.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh no, I don't have their money. They're asking Shambara.
The Imperial.
That's where I want. That's where I want to head if I want to get
trading rights.
Trading rights. Cool. So I want to see what's east of here. Cliffs.
Let's get a weapon first.
Okay, fine. To the coast. Tonight. Wait, are you saying I'm coming back this way? Are you saying I'm coming back this way, James?
Saying we're going back to Narai where we can buy some weapons where it's cheap and possibly actually buy better armor.
But if I'm going to buy better armor, I should have sold the armor I'm wearing. Wait, I went the wrong way. Oh no! Oh man, when are we going to meet those guys again?
They've gone, they've left. Sick of you coming past, crashing there all the night.
I've run into bandits more than I've run into them. Okay, so shopping.
Alright. So you could
buy myself a house.
You could just buy the best armor and the best weapon. That compass is bizarrely expensive.
I know, right? I want to buy myself the house. I really want this house.
Okay.
What's happening? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. How awful.
So we can rest here for free and we can leave things here, but our house could get all its possessions and it's stolen, or it could just burn down and we could just lose entirely. They don't believe in insurance.
I don't have any money here, so that's
fine. Our house has been burgled.
And I restore my stamina.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's buy at least some weapons.
Yeah, we'll buy a weapon. Let's get that one.
Yeah, that's actually reasonable.
And I'm making a trident. That's my weapon.
Sure.
And now...
Do we want better armor for us?
Or should I buy 5 times leather armor?
Just in case you find yourself
or
back.
2 times thing. Actually, where is Shambara?
Shambara is Imperial Shambara on the other side of the forest.
So I could go that way.
Or we could just cut through the forest and see what we see.
All right.
Or we could keep doing this run and then buy a dragon pearl.
It's a dragon pearl.
A Tatsu pearl.
What does it do?
Is a dragon. I don't know, but it's a dragon pearl.
Nah, I wanna get out there. I wanna get out there in the world.
Right.
I've got a weapon. I've got armor. Yeah.
Otherwise, we can get on our boat and leave this island entirely.
But I just bought a house.
Yeah, but it'll just burn down when you come back.
Okay, fine.
It's up to you.
Fine. Let's leave. I mean, after all, I have crew. So.
Yeah. All right. So let's set sail then.
Okay.
And we want to go. We just want to keep going west.
Wait. But I could buy stuff.
Yeah,
it's fine.
if we sail west, we'll go to Dragon Island.
Wait. Oh.
You wanted to mess up some dragons, right?
Well, no, I specifically want to mess up the Golnir dragon.
Right.
All right. Uh-oh, the wind gets up. Uh-oh. Storm clouds swell like black mushrooms above a churning sea. Oh.
Looks like a giant mushroom.
Oh, the storm keeps up.
Maybe it's friendly.
It's funny how much Avatar has come up in this stream today. The storm keeps up for days. Your only recourse is to strike the sails and let the ship run before the wind until it blows itself out. We've got to roll.
Oh, jeez. Roll one dice.
Oh, shoot. Okay, come on.
So if we roll a 1 or a 2...
Oh.
Oh.
The ship goes down and has lost little hands. Cross its details off. The ship's manifest.
I did say, did I not, that this is how we make all our appearances everywhere.
You did.
I did.
You did. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. You were cast into the sea, clinging to another broken timber. And it takes all your strength to keep your head above water. Make a scouting roll with difficulty 14.
Oh my
If we fail, we probably drown.
Okay.
No, we succeed. Somehow you manage to keep your head above water. You swim until you have no strength left. And it's only determination that keeps you going. A ship heaves into view. You raise your arm and give a feeble cry. By some miracle, you are spotted. You are hauled aboard. So this is actually the story of Ithacus. He's the worst sailor ever.
Who cannot leave Yodoshi Island. Okay.
Yeah. We're hauled aboard, wrapped in blankets in a bowl of hot soup. You've been rescued by merchants from Metricians. We'll drop you at the next port of call. It is Kaiju.
Okay, well, time to check out what they've got here.
Buy a ship. Try again.
No, I think I'm done with ships for now. Oh. Kaiju is a charming fishing town of smart villas with low-pitched roofs, climbing hillside tufted with feathery pine trees. The Shi River cascades down through the town in a spectacular waterfall where, according to legend, the god Sonobu paused to wash his feet after traversing the lost lands of the east. Kaiju is the town of which a famous poet wrote, "Blue like smoke under rails of spring rain. The town where my heart dwells is surely half in the next world." I thought decide what you'll do now was part of the poem.
I thought so.
All right, shopping! All right, oh.
Hey, compasses are cheaper here.
They are.
And lotus talismans. And climbing gear if we needed that, if we were going mountain climbing.
Okay.
Actually, wasn't that our character's goal, was to climb a mountain?
At Aku something.
Isn't that here? Akatsurai.
Akatsurai. Is it? Okay, sure, I believe you.
Where's the mountain? I honestly don't know. It might be the Kennen Mountains, which are just northeast of. Should we just try and go try and climb a mountain? Let's get some climbing gear and just give it a shot.
Oh, I'm on Toho Island now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure our goal was to climb that mountain there.
Okay,
let's get some climbing gear and then.
Alright. Pray.
Pray. Safety from storm.
No. Is my health still good? Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Leave town.
Go
west.
Yeah. West? East?
Thank you, east, yes. Okay, there are no proper roads out of Kaiju. Most of the citizens have no desire to venture into the barbaric hinterlands of Toho Island. If you wish to travel on from here by sea, you should go down into the harbour. Let's go east.
Yeah. The East Island of Toho is a very different place from Yodoshi. In remote rural areas, you see constant reminders of the threat of barbarian raids and the pinched faces of the field workers, the stout palings defending each village, and in the occasional burnt-out husk of a harvest shrine. Roll 2 dice. A funeral.
Overtaken by nightfall on a deserted hillside, you take shelter in a ramshackle barn. You are so weary after your travels that the straw feels as comfortable as a feather bed, and in spite of the raw wind outside, you are soon fast asleep. You wake in pitch darkness. The sound of bells and hushed voices is what must have woken you. Crawling to the door of the barn, you look out on a sombre moonlit scene. A group of mourners in ceremonial white stoles have set down a coffin right outside. We'll just rest a bit before going on, you hear someone say.
Show yourself, watch from hiding, or go back to bed.
Show yourself! The mourners take no notice when you step out among them. At first you think they are overwhelmed by grief, but then it dawns on you. They can't really see you.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. You reach out to touch one, but your hands pass straight through him. What?
I'm afraid they can't see you because you're dead, says a voice. You turn to see a little fat priest standing there. You died of exposure 7 nights ago. And since you're a stranger in the district, we had to go to the expense of burying you.
First crack of the century! I did not call that at all!
I had a feeling it would be our body, but I didn't think we would actually dare. We do not have a resurrection deal. How is it that you can see me, you ask the priest. I have diligently chanted the Peacock Sutra every day for 85 years, he says in a tone of quiet modesty. As a result of this, I have magical powers.
Holy...
including resurrection? Yes, he says with reluctance. But I always advise souls to pass on to their next incarnation without regret.
How about no? The priest can only bring you back to life if you agree to sacrifice some of your innate vital force, an energy he calls ki. This means you must lose 2 points off your magic score. Done! You complain. The priests of the West do not deprive a person of their ki when bringing them back to life, but they call on the gods to restore life, he points it out. I must revivify you with nothing but my own skill. Do it! Part
of me that seemed to be like, what happens if we say no?
No.
But, yeah. The priest pokes his finger in the middle of your forehead and you go as stiff as a board, falling back against the side of the barn, where you remain immobile while the moon sets. If we hadn't looked at what was going on, would we have just kept walking?
I don't know.
At dawn, you begin to get some feeling back into your limbs, which gradually thaw out so you can move. You know you must be alive because you're cold, tired, hungry, and you ache all over.
Jeez. All right.
Permanently reduce your magic
what's my score now? 2. All right. Fine.
Okay, so we're not very magical.
6-11. Up in the hills, a peasant tells you, lurk the uncivilized Emishi. The earth spiders who burn our crops and steal our womenfolk. Jeez, okay. Earth spiders? Why do you call the barbarians that? Is it because they are hairy and unwashed? He shakes his head. No, it's because they're giant spiders. We're now north into the hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Rugged precipices of the Canyon Range. Oh, that was the range.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Enough to deter all but the most experienced mountaineers. Your gaze rises up past huddled pines and cliffs of bare grey rock towards the ice-covered peaks. Press on!
Much of the way simply consists of arduous climbs up steep mountain paths, but from time to time you have to scale a rock face.
Make a scouting roll. We add 1 because we've got climbing.
Just one, huh? Just one.
Just 1.
Hey!
20. You are on the lower slopes of the massive Canyon Range. From here, there's a dusting of snow on the pine trees. Further up, you can see long valleys stretching up the mountainsides, like wounds gouged into the rock, where the wind whips up an eternal mist of ice. Ascend!
Ooh, from here on, the climbing gets much harder. Ice-laden wind from the peaks makes your fingers numb, and though you cling to the mountainside, it returns a rough embrace. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yes! Go on.
It is with a feeling of exhilaration that you stride the snow-clad slopes just below the highest peaks. We still haven't gotten actually up to the top. Blazing white snow makes the clear backdrop of the sky seem as dark as ink. The box of is empty. Put a tick in it now.
Tick. 257. You find a cliff with the crevices give off metallic glints. You gather as many silver nuggets as you can carry! Yes, I'm rich!
Boom, 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 boom. I bet you can sell those at that place.
Nice! And you're ready to descend the mountains. Oh, really?
No, I'm not.
Huh. Oh, God, I don't have the rope.
Oh
my God. I should have bought that $500 rope.
The high wind has blasted grotesque shapes in the rock, like distorted gargoyles hewn by a mad sculptor. They crouch above the chasms and leer blindly at you as you descend. Make a scouting roll. Add 1 if you got rope, add 1 if you got climbing.
Okay.
Okay.
You lose your grip while negotiating overhang, plunging down a sheer precipice. If you are lucky, the tree branches below might have saved your life.
Lose 4 dice of health.
Whoa.
Unless you have rope or climbing gear, in which case you only lose 1 dice. Okay, so that climbing gear paid off.
Full health, so like.
Sure, but like 24 damage. No, we're at 23 health. So.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're at 23 health.
Yeah. You are on the lower slopes of the massive cannon range, where you descend.
Could always ascend again.
I mean...
It made us tick something off. We might find something else.
Yeah, exactly. Let's try it.
I want to get up to the top.
Bam. Okay, what happens here? You search the rock face where you found the silver on your last trip. It is not easy to find. The snow smothers most features, and one mountainside is much like another. Oh boy.
We fail.
See the silver deposits? Oh!
Well...
Oh!
Inhabited by a giant white tiger with an imperial glyph imprinted on its forehead. This is no ordinary beast.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Ah!
Hi. Stamina 44. There's no point in fleeing. If you defeat it, you can take 12,000 shards.
But it's stamina 44. Oh my god.
We're dead.
Yeah. Bam!
Oh, we're so dead.
Ah, bam! Ah, bam! Oh no! Oh no! We haven't touched it once. Oh.
Its defense is 22. We've got a +9. We can't even hit it.
Oh.
I think that's the end.
It's the curse! No!
Eaten by a god tiger. When we got greedy and went back to look for more silver.
Why did I listen to you?
I thought we could maybe get actually up to the summit.
Oh.
Wow. So, Fabled Lands. One thing I read when I was doing a little bit of research for this is that it's considered to be quite hard.
Yeah, now I know. Oh my god, it's hard.
Punishingly hard.
The thing is, if you were physically reading this, that whole, and I'm going back to Narai, and I'm going back to, that would take 5 seconds.
Yeah,
playing it through on this. Playing it on this, it's like,
it's a bit slow. I do remember when I downloaded this a few years ago, and I played it, and I actually managed to complete the first 5 books.
Nice.
The trick, 6. I think I just gave up at book 6. Right. But I remembered the trick to winning this is basically to find an exploit spot and then
which is what
grind it. So you did it, but then you got owned. Yeah. So the one I found was in book 1. There's a place where some knights will joust with you, and if you win, they will give you their armor. And their armor is super valuable, and every time you go there, they've got new suits of armor. And so what you do is you just get good enough so that you can beat them consistently. And then you just go there, go somewhere else and sell their armor. And
someone's parents are too rich.
I know, right?
Jeez, knights.
Yeah.
Their parents need to stop enabling them.
So that was my exploit. The other one I've heard about is if you get a boat and you're on the main continent and you sail around the coast, one of the random encounters is pirates. And it's quite a tough encounter, but if you beat it, you level up. And so what you do is you load yourself up with good enough equipment and then you just sail back and forth along the coast. And apparently amongst the purists, apparently there are purists. Apparently amongst the purists, that's considered like the cheap option of just artificially getting yourself to level 100.
Well, maybe if we live stream again, I think we might need to play Academagia, which was another text-heavy game that our mate Dave recommended us. There's also that skeleton game.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe play that one.
Well, but yeah.
A bunch of things.
So, you've played Fighting Fantasy before.
Have I?
Yeah, the vampire one. That one with the vampire.
Yeah. I enjoyed this more.
It was a very sort of puzzle one. It was very linear.
I enjoyed this one more because it was a bit more.
Yeah.
Like you say, Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, and you
Whereas
played
that
Lone
one,
Wolf
it was
as
it was playing through a small dungeon.
It's like a fighting game, right? You've got to pick up the right things. Yeah. You've got to check the walkthrough guide to do it properly.
It was fun though.
Yeah. Then Lone Wolf, which is actually really easy, I've always found.
Definitely compared to this.
Lone Wolf really easy, but the appeal is the story and the world. Whereas this is just you just kind of bumble around, you see what you find, and there's so much. So a normal game book has about 400 references in it. Lone Wolf is about 350. Fighting Fantasy is 400. These have
twice as much.
723.
I like that.
This one, about 700 entries per book, with 6 books that all go together to make up one mega thing. So it's just a huge world, and there's always stuff that you haven't discovered, and there's always new places to go and things to see. And
it makes me want to write an adventure book, which is, it's funny. I could probably write an adventure book of Prince of Cats. And in fact, my first, not one that I've published, but my first attempt at a visual novel was basically, can I do a game book with a visual novel? And the answer is yes.
I mean, I think a visual novel and a game book are basically the same thing, except just paper technology and computer technology.
Yeah, totally.
Huge overlap.
But yeah, I sort of wonder how much market appeal there might be for a magazine one, which is maybe for girls, maybe a magical girl story, or a high school romance, dating sim sort of story. Let's see an appeal in that. Anyway, it's just something that I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I don't know if
although that was International Gamebook Day.
Whoop 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 whoop. It was fun.
It was fun.
Thank you for introducing me to this, James.
Next year maybe we'll do another weird game book.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of weird game books that we can do. But I think this is probably the most ambitious game book series of all of them, and the most unique, and probably like Lone Wolf is my first love, but this is actually really cool. Problematic, but cool.
All right.
I think that's us signing out.
Yeah.
Great.
Thanks for watching.
Keep playing games.
That's not the saying, James.
What's the saying, Claire?
Keep
forgetting my own